Have you on?
Hello, chat. We're about to read One Piece chapter 1156. Last week might have been chapter of the year, but this
Ooh.
chapter is chapter of the year.
Every chapter is the chapter of the year. Now, honestly speaking, I can't lie. One Piece is gradually getting better and better, but that's because Oda's heading to the end game, and you would expect that now at this point, right? So yeah, man. Shout out to the chat. Just dragon still looking to the east. You know what's funny,
Oh,
Sid?
dude,
I can't
Dragon's
lie,
moving.
yeah.
He's
So,
moving. Yeah. Go on.
hey, I think Dragon already has made his move. He doesn't need to be physically present, but
Exactly.
his
That's how
idea, his big
strong he
brain,
is. That's how strong he is.
he's moving with the winds, bro. Dragon's that big brain. Okay, so before we read the chapter, just to shout to everyone on the stream, let you guys know, join our Discord so you can read along with us. Otherwise, I can't share the panels, and you guys have to pull it up on your own. All right, so before we start the chapter, do a recap, Sid. What's been happening in the One Piece?
Right.
What's been happening on
We
the
are-
in
we
the
are-
One Piece?
So Harold rejected his Pookie, Rox Beck. He didn't want to join his crew. But Rox said last chapter that Elbaf is critical to overthrowing the world government and Imu's rule. And there's a reason that Imu has been trying to take over Elbaf for the past 14 years. And I think this chapter we're gonna find out why.
And I'm not gonna lie, I think Yusuf's whole sister theory might just be in the drain right now. Like based on what happens in this chapter.
I don't think the sister theory is on the drain just yet, but yeah, it's looking pretty bleak after
Yeah,
this
it's
chapter, Yusuf.
it's not looking that good.
I think we have have evidence for
You know
the
what?
treasure.
I prayed, man.
Yeah. I hoped it was. It still could be, I'm not gonna lie. It still could be, but never know.
Yo, Malice in
Oh
chat,
shit!
he's
Okay, wait,
a
give me 1 second. I'm
member.
trying to
He's
fix
a
my net
he's
because
Kage. What's up, Malice?
I
Dragon
can't lie.
one-shots Imu.
Obviously, it's kind of like a
Aditya
far-fetched
in
theory,
chat
yeah.
said
About
Dragon one shots. What do you think?
Emu.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
thought if
I
Emu,
think
nah,
so.
I don't buy it.
Like
Listen to this,
like Malice
yeah.
says scope.
Dude, Luffy
it's
hasn't
Emu,
reached
man.
his prime. Garp is past his prime. Who's on his prime? Monkey Deadbeat Dragon. He one
Nah. This is how I see it, yeah. Look, the thing is, Emu is in the god tier. He's in like deity tier right now,
Oh my
right?
god, we're not
Dragon
getting
is just below that. I
We're
think
not
he's
getting into this again.
No, that's my scaling, bro. Dragon is just above admiral level. He's like
What
a
do you
Kainu
mean
level,
just
or
above?
just about above.
Even on Admiral tier, I think there's a special place for just Akainu. I think Akainu
I don't know, man.
You think Kizaru and Akainu are equal?
No. You're right. I think Akainu does got a special tier, but I think you got someone like Akoji, even though you can say he lost, yeah. But I think them two were kind of on the same level.
Yeah,
the fight was
even I
so
believe that.
agree.
crazy that both of them suffered.
Yeah, but Aokiji
Yeah,
and
so
Akainu,
then-
I put them on a special admirals tier. I think against Kizaru, Aokiji wins against Kizaru. Same with Akainu winning against Kizaru.
Yeah, no, I agree. No,
Yeah.
but then you're basically trying to say that Kizaru and Green Bull are just weaker than the others, which I would agree. But the fact is
I
that
agree.
you can
They're
say
new
that these
admirals.
guys were weakened. Green Bull leveled King, he leveled Queen, he leveled
Yeah,
all Kaido's crew,
but he
even though
got
they were
scared
weakened.
by Shanks' Wi-Fi hockey, bro. He shit his pants and ran away. Him and Fujitora were getting stalled by Akarasu. Dragon's like underling was stalling.
Yeah,
these
no, I agree. No, but this is my next crazy take. My next crazy take is that I believe that the Revolutionary Army, their generals are admiral level. That sounds crazy, right?
But there's a gradient to them as well, where I think Karasu and Morley, I can see them being like second commander level. But I don't know if they can go
the other
head-to-head
two
against Akainu in them. I think Karasu, I scale him hella high because he has a lot of aura. But yeah.
No, I agree. Yeah, you're right. You can't just because they're admiral. You're right. Just because they're labeled admiral, you can't just say put them on the same level.
Yeah.
Like for
There's
instance,
a spectrum
Garp
to
is a
them.
vice admiral.
Hmm.
Yeah, like look,
Yeah.
Garp is a vice admiral, and obviously he's admiral level. So just the term admiral doesn't mean anything. So yeah, coming back to Dragon, I think he's as strong as Garling. If I'm honest with you,
Yeah,
there you
yeah.
go. I said it.
I would agree with that.
He's Garling level.
You know,
And I think Akainu might be as strong as a full power. It could be like just a bit weaker than Garling.
you know how Luffy's scaling is now after the new anime episode. Luffy is way weaker than Kizaru. Like the entire fight in Egghead in the anime, Kizaru barely had a scratch.
No, 100%, 100%. Kizaru
Because
is just a bum,
and
man.
then
He's
it
a lazy
finally
guy,
got
man. You
revealed.
can't.
We said it in chapter reviews and all of that. Like Kizaru is the one who fed Luffy during Egghead, and in the anime we clearly see Kizaru fed Luffy in the new episode. He doesn't hurt.
Yeah. Nah, but let's be honest, Kizaru, we don't know how strong he can be because he's lazy, right? So he's always
Yeah.
doing lazy approach. But just using that personality trait, I would say he's the weak. You can say he's the second weakest. I think Green Bull might be the weakest, but then I think
And
about how the frick did he collapse
I don't think like
King?
Luffy
He
is still
collapsed
used
all of
to
the.
his. I don't think Luffy is still used to his Gear 5 powers yet. Like that was like his third time, I think. Like Kaido, Lucci, and then Kizaru. I think he fought with. I don't think he's still as used to his powers. Like so, you can't scale him that low compared to Kizaru. And secondly, when it comes to
You have to look at the what happened in the last fight, right? And Kizaru wasn't hurt that much.
the thing is, right, like secondly what I think is you were saying about Garling, dragon could be not a dragon, Akainu could be as strong as Garling. Are you considering with Emu's power or without the age of debate?
No, without Emu's power, right? Right, Mr.
Stop this bullshit,
Without
man. Stop this bullshit.
because
We're not gonna do this again, guys.
until he became a Gorosei,
You
until
guys
he
need to
became a
stop.
Gorosei, he had less power, and with Emu just flipped the switch, and now he's stronger. So
No, but the Holy
which
Knights
are
also
we
have the
talking
power,
about?
so I'm
No,
pretty
no,
sure
no.
Garling
I think
always had that
Gorosei get more juiced. Gorosei get more
power.
juiced. It's
No,
a
no, no.
type.
To be fair, yeah, I think Garling. No, that's not correct because I think Emu gave the juice yet. No, I won't say equally, but he gave quite a big juice to the to his gods, the gods' knights. And the thing about Garling is now a Godosei as well. So
Yeah.
have you thought about that? He's actually a Godosei. So he's probably getting the big juice. And
Dude,
before he
that's
even
awesome.
became a Gorosei, he was fighting. I'm telling you, I don't know, we'll find out soon, yeah, but I'm telling you, during God Valley, he was a major player. He must have done something really really crazy.
He was at his prime.
Yeah.
I think
No,
I
he's
think he
yeah,
was
yeah.
one
Okay,
of
let's read
the
the
like
chapter. Let's get into the chapter.
he and Roger and Garp could be one of the reasons Rocks died. I think this guy is like too strong. And he's Shank's dad, man. Like we cannot like undermine him at all.
I don't
But
think Roger would have killed Rocks 100%, and I don't
think
think
it's
Garp
Garling.
would have killed Rocks either.
Mm.
Yeah, the one who had to kill him had to be Garling.
be
You
Garling.
He did
really
probably like a
think
cheat
Rocks
move.
and Garp and Roger combined didn't beat Rocks?
No, I think they
No,
beat
I
him,
don't
but
know.
they
What
didn't kill him.
I'm not trying to say. I'm not. Yeah, I'm not trying to say he didn't beat them. I'm saying they wouldn't kill him. I'm not because I just don't see Garp here being a murderer. He will take him
Do
to
you think
justice.
it was like? Do you think it was like the CP0 situation with Kaido and Luffy, where
Yeah,
Probably
exactly,
something like that.
exactly.
Yo, that would be
Yeah,
really
that's how I
dope.
was thinking. That's what I was
Yeah.
thinking. I'm no way in my mind. Yeah, I can bring myself to think that Roger is a killer. Like he could be a killer. He could kill people, but this is his rival. And knowing that Roger is a person that loves to fight, he like we did with Whitebeard. He fights them and then he chills and eats. He breaks bread. He shares the treasure. So someone like Whitebeard, we treats Whitebeard like a brother in arms that he fights and he gets along. I'm pretty sure Rox had the same relationship to some degree, not the same, but to some degree. That means Rox and Roger's fight would always just be a fight. Yeah, not murder. And do you know how I know? You know Shiki. Shiki was so angry that Roger freaking died. Like he gave himself up. He died, and he was so pissed off that he freaking went all out against the. He went straight to the what's it called? The base, the HQ of the Admirals. Because he was so angry.
And it needed like Sengoku and Garp to take him down. And that too, they didn't even kill him. They just sent him to Impel Down.
Exactly. So you're telling me Garp and Sengoku didn't kill Shiki, yeah? Didn't kill Shiki, but some reason, they killed. Somehow they killed Rocks.
Yeah,
I don't
no,
get it. They
I
would
do
have
not
I
put,
agree
agree with
with
and
that.
that point.
logically they would
I agree
take
with that
rocks.
point.
They would have put
And
rocks
think
under the yeah.
think about this also. Like
But
Garling is
however,
literally like he has no heart. This guy just one shot Asgard. Like he straight up killed him like a celestial dragon. This guy has no remorse.
however, I do think that it was just Roger and Garp together. They beat Rocks, but they wouldn't kill Rocks. And then
Mhm.
Yeah.
but they
That's what
could
I'm
have
saying. That's
if
exactly
they had the same mentality, they could have. That's what you're saying.
no.
If
There's
they
two
wanted to kill him,
possibilities. That's
no. If they wanted to kill him, they could have killed him because they defeated him, right? But they didn't kill him.
okay. So
Because
this is the two possibilities that I'm running with. I don't think Garp fought rocks. Garp wanted to go there for Roger. So when Garp went there, all he could think about was Roger. So Roger went after rocks, but they're probably chasing the treasure. Let's leave the sister theory out of the way now. Let's bin that all together. That's my headcanon, my fan theory. That didn't happen. Fine. So there's some treasure. Rocks is rushing to it, and he's trying to just have fun. He's just beating all the celestials. Yeah. Before this, Garling didn't come into play. Then Roger comes. Roger and Rocks fight. They crash, and then they're having this philosophical dispute.
yeah.
But then Garp comes. Yeah, and I think something happened that triggered Rocks, yeah? And I think Garling did something that triggered Rocks, and then Rocks went out of control. Then Garp, instead of fighting Roger, he started working with Roger and started fighting Rocks. So in the beginning, he was just there for Rocks, but then he realized, wait a minute, we need to team up because Rocks is out of control. So then they start fighting Rocks because something happened, something that maybe Garling did something like kill someone that or something crazy happened, right? So basically, then Garling was just still playing by in the background, just killing innocent people, and Rocks is getting stopped by Garp and Roger. But then after defeating Roger, so after defeating Rocks, yeah, I think Garling he killed him. He just basically got his knife and stabbed him in the back, something
agree.
cheap like that. And that's
think-
how
I
I see
think-
Garling.
Be one of his
I
own.
see like a pure epitome of
It could
a
also
celestial
be one of
dragon.
his own people as well. Like these guys never liked each other. It could be one of his own people also who could.
Nah,
backstab him.
definitely
No,
not.
look, that
If I-
does have weight to it, Yusuf. That does have weight because Kaido, like one of his
Kaido
main
said,
things,
yeah, the
his
betrayal.
entire vibe was like betrayal is part of being a pirate. That's why he rules by
And
stealth.
even Whitebeard said that, right? With
his-
Odin.
His entire way of building his crew was to negate that aspect from.
You know, if that did happen, I'll give my bets on what's his name again? What's his stupid name?
Whitebeard.
Tingy's dad, Karibo's dad, that we said.
Oh, you
Was it
really
Wangshi?
think so? You really think so?
I think it could be
Sid,
him.
we got a
Because
super
think
chat
about
as
it,
well.
yeah. Somehow, yeah, he took over. He took a fuller lead.
Yeah.
So if he betrayed Rocks, then he might have made a deal with the government. That look, I did this, so now I want fuller lead. Don't intervene. And then he took over fuller lead, and it could be him. And also, Karibo is such a snake, like the way he moves.
Yeah.
So I don't know, maybe.
Yo,
Anyways,
shout out
let's
to
continue. Let's start the
Andre.
chapter now.
Shout out to Andre Oro. He has been a member, a Wizard King for 38 months. He says, ABD fam, y'all need that
Damn,
ball
bro.
prediction hockey.
That's
He's
more
even
than,
on
that's
Discord
more than
right
a
now with
year.
us.
Understands.
Yeah,
What
Yeah.
does he mean, bro?
My
Dragon's
guy.
coming
Oh
to
shit, he's in Discord as
Elbath.
well.
Dragon's coming to Elbath, bro.
No, let's see it happen, man. All right, so we start the chapter, and he's still back in the flashback. It starts with back in those days, certain idols roamed the sea. What? That was some pirate attack. Why aren't you fighting back? You guys are useless. And I think they got murked here. They're taking everything. You men are hopeless. It was strong. You didn't lift a finger. Now what are we supposed to do? Even the Marines could not oppose this group. So basically, yeah, this group, they were known as the Kuja Pirates, a crew that hailed from the elusive Isles of Women. Yeah, a fierce and stunning pirate band off limits to men. Oh my god, gosh dang, Glory, bro, Glorioso, man.
Bro.
Why is every
Bro.
every pen girl, yeah, they turn into an old little prune? They get
Not
they just turn
Chucky,
really,
not
like,
Chucky.
I have a
She's a
theory
gilf.
for that as well. I have a theory. Dude, but I have a
yeah,
theory.
I want to hear
Yeah,
this thing.
continue. Okay, so
What's the theory?
basically,
Alright, I grow weary.
what I feel is
Go on.
right. So Gloriosa did not find her love, and the same even could be said for Stasi as well. They did not, and they ended up looking like a prune. But Shaki did.
Oh, that's a good
Mm.
theory. Say Suraj
And-
cooking,
and-
bro.
and
He's
also
saying
one
they
more
were
thing,
so
one more thing,
heartbroken
right?
in the end.
Yeah,
And
that they like just gave out,
Yo,
right? But another theory like comes to that, but I'll tell
theory.
you.
He cooked. He cooked. Bro cooked.
Suraj cooked it. He cooked it. I like that. He convinced me straight away. So what Suraj
Yeah.
is saying, yeah, everyone that didn't meet their love, they didn't get married, they didn't settle down, yeah, their sadness broke
Hey, Yusuf, you cut out. Hello?
Yusuf,
because
you
you know
cut
the
out.
heart pumps.
You cut out. You cut out. Hello?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Okay,
Can you hear me
yeah,
Okay, I
now?
can hear you
audible.
again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
My
Okay,
internet's
we
back. Let
went
me change
again.
my VPN in it because I have to.
Yeah.
Let me change my VPN. Hold on. All right, this is better VPN. I have to change it because you know how it is.
Yeah. No, it's fine. You
All
just
right, what's it
cut,
saying?
like,
Can you hear
Oh
me
yeah,
fine, right?
Dubai. You can't use Discord. I forgot. Yeah, can you?
Yeah, stupid Dubai, man. That's how it works. Anyway, so what's it saying? No, so basically it makes sense because you know why? The heart, yeah, is such an important fundamental organ in the body. It pumps blood around the whole, you know, it's like the life force.
Mhm.
So if that
Mhm.
breaks
one of
and
the seven.
shatters, the
It's one
will
of
to
the
live
7
shatters,
hockey chakras.
the age.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Nah, that's alright, you cooked. All right, let's continue reading, yeah? I grow weary of my own beauty. Day and night, it always goes this way. Will I ever be free to shed it? Hey, bro, I think she's actually more paying than freaking what's her name
Yeah,
again?
she's
Oh,
actually.
Hancock.
No, she's not. No, she's not.
Nah, bro, come on,
No, she's
bro.
not.
The thing is, just
That
thinking
As,
curly
about
as
it,
a
hair,
what she
though,
baddie
wanted.
expert, she's not, bro.
bruh. Okay,
Just
Empress
thinking
of
about
the
how
Trust
she
me,
Amazon
is
you,
going
lily,
to
you'll
look
captain of the
see.
like
Kuja
You'll
in
pirates.
see
future.
the baddest in One Piece in just a few pages.
Is
Keep
it?
All
going.
right, the picture of perfection. Captain Gloriosa is a goddess. She's unbearably cute. I'm in love. Her radiance is making my mind so blank. My heart can't afford to beat this hard.
Wait.
Empress
What is written
Gloriosa.
on Gloriosa's title card?
It says
Hello?
Empress of the Amazon Lily, Captain of the Kuja Pirates, Gloriosa, future Elder Neon. Because remember
Oh,
that's what
okay,
they
Elden
called her,
Neon.
Elder
Okay,
Neon.
it was just
Yeah.
blurred from you.
Hey, one more time, chat. Trizilla13. If you can't see the page, that's because we're not sharing the page. Copyright strikes, guys. We're trying to save our life, livelihoods here.
Join
So
Discord.
jump onto our Discord.
Comment.
Yeah, no, it's been shared for you guys. Anyways, so Empress Gloriosa, here are your new
Is that
fan
Luffy's
letters.
mother? Did we just see Luffy's mother right there? That's Luffy's mother.
Ah, stop, man. You're saying that's
No,
Luffy's
no, no,
mom?
no, 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 no. She is. So Oda did talk about her in an SBS, right? And she.
She's the one who
Pull up,
died.
pull up, pull up. Keep on that page. Okay, so this
Oh
is.
wait. Let me continue reading. I think I know what you're saying. Okay, so you're not talking about three Toma. You're talking about someone else. All right, look.
No,
Empress
Toma.
Gloriosa.
Toma. That's Luffy's mom.
Toma. True Toma.
Yeah, Toma. That
Nah,
she's
you're
the
capping. You're
future
capping. You're
Empress
capping.
of Amazon Lily. Read that, and look at that. And she
No,
died of illness.
your mind is baked, bro. You were
So,
up all night,
How?
man. What are you on about,
She
man?
died.
How
Yeah,
is my
she
mind
dies of
baked?
the illness, right? Wait.
Yeah.
Listen to me. She dies of illness, right? What if, Dragon like did a shit, he hooked up with her and stuff, and he had to
Bro,
leave,
Dragon's
like how
Haki was
Yasop
so
did,
strong. She died.
and he left like Yasop did, okay, and
That's
Luffy was gone,
literally
but
what
she was like
happened.
so heartbroken that oh no, Dragon, how could you leave me? And then she died.
Look, listen to me, Yusuf, okay? Why the hell? Kuma knows from the Kuma flashback.
And
We
Garp
know
is there in this, by the way, so it could be a possibility.
from the Kuma flashback, we know that Kuma knew about Luffy's existence, right? So Kuma, knowing of this, probably knew that Dragon hooked up with the previous Empress of Amazon Lily because she was so
You know what? You're
irresistible.
convincing me. Why is this
Because
guy
all of
dying?
these-
Sid's on some next stuff,
Listen,
bro.
listen,
You're
listen.
convincing me. You're getting me there. Okay,
Exactly.
so you're saying
And then
that
Dragon.
okay? Because I just read it. Future
Yeah,
mom is the
yeah.
future Empress of Amazon Lily.
The one
Look
who
at that
dies,
smile.
remember?
Look at that. Look at
I'm
that
assuming,
face.
right?
Look at that smile, Yusuf, and look at Luffy's when
Yeah,
he
and I
smiles.
get it. I
Come
see
on.
where you're coming. I see where you're coming. It could be possible. You know, when it comes to Dragon, Sid has a inner insight. You know, because
Yeah.
Dragon and him, yeah, when he dreams,
Well,
he dreams
buddy,
Dragon. When he wakes
I
up,
do dream about Dragon.
he told me look, Sid, yeah, he takes a shit. He looks in the shit and says, "Shit, that looks like Dragon. It looks like it's
Yo,
pointing east."
that's fine
I'm
shit.
telling you,
That's a fine shit like
yeah,
Dragon.
it's some fine. Yeah, so I honestly believe, yeah, I think you convinced me, man. This could be Luffy's mom.
Thank you.
So Empress
and
Gloriosa,
there's
here are
more
your
evidence.
news.
There's
Go
more evidence,
on,
bro.
go on.
So
Go on.
so first of all these like Amazon Lily empresses, they fall in love with like hockey men, right? Extreme hockey men
Yeah.
who are at the pinnacle of strength in the One Piece world. And of course, one of these empresses, they would have to fall in love with their era's big dog, and
Hockey
Dragon.
man, yeah.
Yeah, the Dragon is that guy.
But
Do you know
then
why do you know why I buy it? Do you know what's actually that less that, but more so the fact that she's the future empress of Amazon Lily. Given the fact that Luffy somehow went there out of all the places,
Yeah,
I feel like
that's why
yeah,
Kuma
Kuma
could have
sent him
known.
there.
exactly.
That's why
Yeah,
Kuma sent
Kuma
him
sent
there.
him
yeah,
there. Yeah.
yeah. Kuma
So
sent him
and
there
one more thing
because he
is,
knows
so
who his mom is. Yeah,
Yep.
she dies. We know that she dies of like this love sickness thing, right? I'm 100% sure it's when Dragon left and decided like the Liberation Army time thingy. It's probably around the time of the O'Hara incident. You know, when he decides
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
okay, it's time. I need to go. Screw this
Right after
liberation. I need to
Ohara.
do revolution. Yeah, I think that's when she dies,
And there's
and
a
it's right
connection
after
oh,
with
I
Luffy's
can
birth.
see it. I can see it now. I really can see it. So basically, the fact is that look, pre evidence here, which you're trying to point out, and I'm seeing it now. So one evidence is that, which I think that's the main evidence, not the hockey
Yep.
thing, because that could be anybody really. The main evidence is the fact that why did out of
Name,
every
name
single place,
another
why did he
name
send him
another
to
top tier from 21 years ago who was at
Garp,
that prime age to breed. No,
Garp.
not Garp. But Garp was Unk already. He was like over 40.
But God had a child that's like a good man, as a whole, a 20-year-old child already, man. You're
Exactly.
not gonna,
That's not Garp. Top tier from that
yeah.
era. Yeah, only dragon you can name. All right.
Nah, I think Dragon, and do you know another reason why? Yeah, look at Gloriosa. Gloriosa is the leader, and she's the vice captain per se, right? And because at this point in time, Garp is like Gloriosa's on the a bit older than Garp, not a bit. I'm sorry, a bit
No,
older
she's not
than
the vice
Dragon. I wouldn't say a
captain.
bit.
She's not the vice captain. Yeah.
Oh no, why? But she's under. What I'm trying to say, she's
Gloriosa is like
under, not vice
Roger's
captain.
age. Gloriosa
Like
is
Gloriosa
Roger's
is
age.
like Roger's age. She
Yeah.
is, you can say, 3 generations away from Gloriosa.
Yeah.
Oh, you think
So
Triturner too? I
after
think it's one
She's
generation.
a kid
Gloriosa,
here.
no,
She's a
Yusuf,
kid here.
Yusuf, after Gloriosa, the Empress would be like Shaki, and then after
Shaki,
that
and
it would
then
be
her,
Chikuma, and then Boa.
and then Boa.
Oh wait. Shaki was Empress too. So you're saying
Yeah.
that
And
after
at this
Gloriosa's
point,
Shaki?
Dragon is
Yeah.
young. Like he's a young blood sort of thing.
Yeah, right now
Probably
Dragon would
this
be
is,
what, like
he's
28?
probably in the Marines right now, actually. Now that I think about it.
Ooh, that's a good point. Okay, let me see Shaki's age, yeah? Because if Shaki becomes Empress before
Research purposes.
Tree Turner,
Yeah, Shaki is like 70. Or sorry,
Shaki's
64
70.
right now. Right? Or like 68. Look up
And how old is
Shaki.
Gloriosa? How old is Gloriosa?
Uh,
Shaki, One Piece. Let's see. Let's find out.
Shaki is 64 years old. So right now,
Yeah, so that's not that old.
Shaki,
That's not that
right
old.
now in this flashback, Shaki is going to be 16 years old. Gloriosa age.
No, she's not 16 years old. Right? How back is this flashback?
She's
Like
16
how,
years
how
old
back
in
are
this
we?
flashback.
I think they say it in the
Well,
beginning
Shaki's
of the
16 years old.
I'm pretty sure Shaki is around 16 years old during this flashback, right? 16 or
No,
18.
no, I think she's older. She's much
She must be
older.
older, bro. I think this flashback is 48. How many years ago was this happening?
It's probably in the
So
beginning of the
Be
back in those
45
days.
years ago, because Rock's Pirates
Yeah,
were
45 to 48
created
years.
45 years ago.
so
And then Rock's
let's do the
Pirates
maths.
was
Let's do the
created
maths, yeah. So you got 64 minus 45. So she's at least 19, yeah. Nah, this girl is not 19. This one is the next. Shaq is the empress after this one. But
Yeah,
she
yeah.
looks a bit
Shaq
older.
is
She looks
empress.
like she's like maybe 22,
Yeah, yeah,
23. Yeah. So the order is gonna be this. We got Gloriosa. We got
This
Tree Toma, which
this
makes me.
girl is around Dragon's age. She's like 11, 12.
What if?
It
Okay,
fits
hear me out.
perfectly, Yusuf. It fits perfect. She looks like a 12-year-old, right?
No,
Like
I
11,
buy it. I
12.
buy the fact that she's she could be
That's
Yeah, yeah.
Dragon's
Dragon's
wife.
Luca's mom.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
I
Dragon's
buy
wife.
it, bro. But I don't think she's the empress after Shaki. I think she's the empress before Shaki. Yeah, I mean that makes more sense.
No, she's the
Empress
empress
Somehow.
after
after Shaki.
Shaki. She's
She's the empress after
Shaki.
Shaki.
Yeah.
That's like it's
I don't.
confirmed in the SBS.
No, just keep reading. You'll see Shaki.
Oh, okay.
Shaki
It's
is way older
confirmed.
than her. Yeah.
So she's like what 12 here?
Yeah,
She's
she's like
no, she's
11,
not 12.
12.
I think she's 16 year.
Who?
Tritoma.
Tritoma.
Tritoma. Yeah.
No, she looks like a 12-year-old.
Well, Dragon's 20 years old, so is that legal?
No, Dragon's not 20 years old. Dragon's 11 years old right now.
I mean, it's One Piece. We can't say.
Dragon is
Is
56
Dragon
years
11
old
years
in
old?
the story. Sorry, 58 years
No,
old.
no. Oh, right now it's 58, right?
This happens 45 to 48 years
55.
ago.
Oh yeah,
So
right.
Dragon is
Dragon's like
also
12,
Yeah, you're right.
13
You're right.
same age.
Oh yeah. This is perfect.
Like,
It's coming
Dragon-
all together now. Yeah.
12-year-old.
Dragon's probably like
Nah. We did the maths. The maths. You're right. Said this could
The
work
maths
out
is
100% now. All right, let's
That's the whole
continue. Yeah,
clickbait
if
of
she's
the
11 or
story.
12, then it works out.
Yeah.
All right, so she's like, how could she upstaging? How could she upstaging your own captain in the is a total betrayal? Yeah, even her angry face is like an icy gem. Indeed, the only one set to outshine the raging Gloriosa, the star of her era, was none other than her first mate, Shaki. Yeah, so Shaki is coming. Captain, enemy ahead. Oh, that's hello there. It's me, Roger speaking. It's the Roger Pirates. Hand it over, Kuja Pirates. Okay. This is sick. Today's the day we finally
Why does Roger
win,
look like
win her
Shanks?
from you.
there? Why does Roger look like Shanks?
He looks like Ace. What are you talking about? He
Bro,
looks just
he
like
looks
Ace.
like Ace and Shanks. Come on, like when Shanks was younger.
I
And
can
then
see
he
the
was
Shanks a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, what is
So
he
they
talking
basically
about?
want to
Hand it
kidnap.
over?
They want to kidnap Shaki, bro.
Yeah, because
Oh.
she's bad as hell.
Okay,
They're
to
after Shaki. 'Cause she's Roger is in love with Shaki.
Oh, okay. I
But
didn't know this.
Gloriosa is in love with Roger. There's a whole like love triangle. It's a
Love triangle.
K-drama.
And then she goes to
Imagine
Silver
how
Alien.
freaking glorious is like. I want you, the captain. I want your wise captain, bro. That is crazy. Nah. He wants to put out another means, man. It's not because of that. Come on, let's keep
What do you
reading.
mean? Just
We are
keep-
taking your first mate, Shaki, basically. You never learn, Roger. Isn't being loved by a woman like me enough?
See,
Oh,
see,
shit.
see that shit.
So it was not Rox, it was Roger.
What the heck? So she was in love with Roger.
Yes, she was. Yes, she was.
Now,
Blew
okay,
my
just
mind, bro.
just
I thought she
put this
would
into
find someone in
perspective, Like I was thinking Rox Pirates, right?
What?
Now put this into perspective. We keep
Yeah,
seeing
I thought someone in the
Shaki,
Rocks
Rayleigh,
Pirates, bro.
and we keep seeing Shaki, Rayleigh, and Gloriosa all in the same image. Like all this has happened before. Like now that you think about it, all this has happened before. Rayleigh knows, like, okay, yeah, she was in love with Roger. She was in love, and it's like so crazy. But then Roger, I think,
Nah, this is
was
sick. I
always
like
in
this.
love
So
with-
basically, she joined. Okay, look, I know what happened. This is what I'm guessing, right? This is my theory here. She's like, damn it, I really want this man. This man, brother, she's driving me crazy. I'm getting aware. Then he's like, nah, I don't want you. I don't need you. So she joined the rival. She joined the rival, so she's gonna. She
Oh.
wanted to work with work with
Gloriosa.
Rock, so she can submit Roger. She wanted to submit the guy, bro. So,
I think
damn.
that's what happened. Is that positive?
Yeah, but I'm gonna get him one way or another.
She wanted to.
Bro, let's continue
She
reading.
wanted
Yeah?
him to submit
So
to her, like he submit to Shaki in the next panel.
Also,
Let's
Sid,
gonna read it.
if you see this, right, the egg is still there on Roger's ship, like these many years back as well.
Yeah.
That specific egg. What do you think it could be? Because we seen it with Shiki, right? It's still here. Like, I mean, it's there even before. Like, these guys are just like rookies, I think now. I'm not wrong. 'Cause
That's
he
a
still has
dragon
a-
egg. Say nothing, bro. That's a giant chicken. Say nothing. Alright. Alright, so
Dragon. Dude,
you
that's
never
how
learn,
come
Roger.
dragon-
Isn't being loved by a woman
dragon-
like me enough? Get her. Who did you come to take again? Bang. Yeah, lady. Shaku yaku. They say her every move was captivating. Shaku yaku's hair.
Oh, look
I
at
bought
Scopper.
you
That's
flowers,
Gaban,
please
right?
accept it.
Is that
Huh?
Gaban? That's Gaban, right? Like,
Yeah, there's Gabon on the left.
Oh,
Huh? That looks like Gabon. That must be Gabon.
yeah, that's Gaban.
No, I brought you flower. I brought you a flower. Please accept it. No, Shakuyaku, take my flower instead. In her presence, flowers wilted. Birds
what
lost
Roger
their
said.
songs, and people
said.
turned against one another.
Oh,
Say it again.
shit.
Look at what Roger said.
Hey, she just smacked up Gabon, bro. Oh, Gabon. Just hearing you say my name.
Hello, Yusuf, you cut out.
You
How
cut
dare
out-
you do that? Had to
You
give
keep
Okay,
up.
okay,
cutting
say it
out.
again.
Hello?
Oh, can you hear me now?
Yeah,
Yo, I'm back. Yeah.
yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, what was I saying? So basically, she's like, "Damn it, I like Shaku Yaku too much." Oh my god, Roger's obsessed.
You see?
You too, Roger. That's
Oh my god,
mental.
this panel is
Her
insane, by
beauty
the way.
humbled even the mightiest warrior. You should know I'll never submit to another
Oh,
captivity.
that's the baddest girl,
Yeah.
hands down.
That I'm not gonna lie, she's actually bad, bro. Oda's just freaking making us, bro. He's making us good, man. Allow this, man. I'm not gonna do this no more. Take their treasure. You can take my soul while you're at it, Roger. You know I'm the one you like, right? Out of the way, Gloriosa. You're blocking Shaggy. What? This is sad, man. That is sad. Really, it must be so hard for you. Yeah, I'm surrounded by idiots.
That's why.
That's why she
No,
likes
Rayleigh
me.
was
Yeah.
aura farming. He was aura farming, and she fell for Rayleigh instead.
See,
Because he was
this
the
is just
Zoro of the
proof
crew,
that
bro.
Because he was the
this is just
nonchalant
proof.
YN, and then she fell for
Yeah, this is
Rayleigh.
just proof that you should not be simping. Simping never
Yeah,
works.
yeah, you got to be nonchalant AF type
See,
shit.
even with Sanji simps for
Girls don't
everyone.
like simps.
He gets none of them.
Yeah, they
But the
don't
moment
like
he
it.
stops simping for what's her name, Big Mom's daughter, he gets her. Secondly, even that chick from Wano, who he touches the rat on her shoulder.
He does get that. That's a good
Yeah,
point.
he gets both of them. Yeah,
So you're saying, yeah, if you want a girl, just air them out, yeah? Just
yeah.
don't
Just
take
be
their
like,
calls, don't
yeah,
take
you
them out to
exist.
dinner.
You know, it's like
Listen, I'm the only one
the
that's married here. I'm
nonchalant
telling you
meme.
now, this is not true.
Yeah,
What they're saying is not true.
don't be drinking
All right,
monsters and buying labubus and stuff.
Bro, just look at
oh,
Roger,
bro,
dude. This guy is
nah.
like
The boo the
drooling.
devil, bro. Don't buy that shit.
Bro, like Roger's
Okay.
literally drooling here.
Yeah, he's damn bad. He is so damn bad. And the
Oh
crazy
my
thing about it is that Boa, okay, I get it, it was her looks, but Boa, yeah, some part of her ability is her fruit. You get it? I don't like you
Yeah.
couldn't say, you know, but these
you
girls don't
think
have
if
no fruit.
Blackbeard ate, if you think if Blackbeard ate the Miramero no Mi, we would all be simming for Blackbeard. Come on, man. Come
You
on,
know, a
man.
lot of people say I want your look, Sid, I want to ask you a question. That's actually a good question. A lot of people bring back the fact that Blackbeard said, "Oh, I want your fruit," but I don't believe he wanted her fruit to eat.
Yeah, I think he wanted to sell it or give it to one of his people.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree, but if like an unattractive person eats the Miramero no Mi,
Yeah, it's
sorry,
just
not
useless.
Miramero no Mi,
It's like
Miramero no Mi.
if a human eats Chopper's fruit, it's just useless.
Yeah, do you think it would be like that? No. I think they would still get big brain powers if they eat Chopper's fruit.
Like in
Their
what
brain
sense?
would be
It's a
strengthened.
human fruit, full stop. It's
Yeah,
not
yeah.
even
Their
like
brain would be strengthened, and then they would be able to
but there is
understand.
already a devil
A
fruit
lot of
which
people don't
Vegapunk
know.
has.
You're right, Sid, because a lot of people don't know the human fruit has different variants. One of the variants is the Buddha, which Sengoku
Yeah,
ate. He
that
has
is
a
true.
human fruit too.
Even Luffy has the human fruit technically, the
Like, look,
Hito
look.
Hito no, right?
So you think Yusuf that it's called the love fruit.
No, he doesn't.
We cannot discredit the names of fruits because through Vegapunk's Yap session about devil fruits, like the name of a devil fruit is very important to what the ability is. And there's a big explanation in the community that people think that if Blackbeard ate the fruit, maybe if you are afraid of Blackbeard, you will be turned to stone. It's based on emotions, right? But I don't think so. I think it's the
No,
love
even
fruit.
I don't think.
You
Yeah.
need to fall in love with this person, like through their looks or whatever it may be, for it to turn you into stone and things like that.
Because even when
If you want to know the
Blackbeard,
science behind it, I think the science is, honestly speaking, if one's hormones shoots up, where you start getting a bit horny,
yeah,
that's when you
Yeah.
turn into stone.
I
So
agree.
the
Yeah,
blood
Luffy,
goes
it
to the
doesn't work
opposite.
for Luffy.
yeah.
And I also think Blackbeard is not like see he had an opportunity to get the Ope Ope no Mi, right? Like he even says like, but when he beats Law, he's like, I don't know what to do with your fruit. Should I sell it? Should I eat it? Should I give it to someone like one of my people? He even didn't even want the Ope Ope no Mi. I think he's done with his devil fruit collection. Even with
Wait,
the
No, I don't think.
why would he attack the Kuja pirates? Like, why would he attack Amazon Lily all of a sudden? Like, if not,
he's like better than the Marines having the fruit. I should take it because remember when he attacked Law, he didn't know which three of them are gonna come there. He even says that one of them is gonna leave from Wano and come through this route.
Yeah, but coming to
It could have been kid. It
Amazon
could have
Lily,
been Luffy also.
coming to Amazon Lily is different from waiting for one of his competition for the One
All
Piece.
three of them have a devil fruit. He
I
could have.
think the reason Blackbeard was targeting Law, Luffy, or Kid is because he knows they
Poneglyph.
have the poneglyphs too,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, the poneglyph.
That's one of the reasons. But coming to Amazon Lily, like I don't see any other value in someone like Blackbeard coming to Amazon Lily to other than like get the fruit or either tell the government that look, I took care of your Boa Hancock problem. Now make Hachinose
Maybe,
an
yeah.
island.
Because
It,
think
it, it,
about,
could,
I
it
think
could
there's
also
another
be that
reason. I'll tell you why I wanted it. No, you guys don't remember what happened. Basically, no, I'll tell you. You guys forgot what happened. Let me explain what was going on. He wants power. Blackbeard knows it. The only way he can get the government under his control is to have some leverage. So he needed to kidnap a high level admiral. He knew, and after the Rocky Port incident, Kobe, was big shot at this point in time. So when Kobe, he heard the news that they're getting rid of the seven warlords. So he's like, you know what? I'm gonna get the seven warlords, and I'm gonna gank the freaking how do you say it? The navies. The navy admiral's
How
gonna
do you know
be
Kobe
after.
was
No.
there?
Okay, wait. Let me remind you about something. So when Rayleigh enters this, what is this play? Amazon Lily. When he enters Amazon Lily and he stops, right? These guys are taking a bunch of Navy soldiers and they don't take Kobe. Kobe is the one who says that, will you let them go in place of me? It's Kobe's decision
Yeah,
that.
yeah. But the whole concept is the same. He wants the navy soldiers for leverage. You understand? He just at this point in time, all Blackbeard is doing, his big brain is this: I need leverage so I can make against the government, so I can have a trade off. Same thing with Garp. When he let go, he gave away Kobe, right? In the end of the day,
No,
he
but
had Garp.
Blackbeard says that I don't want the Marines to get your fruit. I want. Like there is a reason he wants
No,
that
but
fruit,
I
and
do believe he wanted the
I
navies,
believe
though.
it's for Katrina Devon, dude. He wants to give the fruit to.
Bro,
Why?
that
She
fruit ain't gonna
already
work
has
for
a
her,
fruit.
man.
She already has a fruit.
I
Yeah,
mean,
she
why not?
already has a
I mean,
fruit as well.
you never know if
No.
Blackbeard could.
Only Blackbeard can have multiple fruits. Regardless of the fact, I don't think he was for him. He was gonna put it into another fruit and give it to one of his. He's gonna find another crewmate, maybe one of the girls. Whenever he's getting fed a grape, one of those girls. Who knows? But either way, yeah, he would have
Even
found
Pride and
somebody,
Bonnie.
but that fruit wasn't
You
for
know,
him. All right, let's come back to the chapter. Empress Gloriosa is the navy. Get moving with the loot. Don't leave a single crumb behind. On it. At least let us keep some of the food. Basically, the Roger pirates got freaking rinsed out by the Cujo pirates. We spotted Roger and the Cujo crew. Quick, snap a picture. It's worth a fortune. Knock it off. Here, hurry. Hurry it up. We gotta set sail. Roger, isn't that Garp ship? What did he say? Alright, man. New plan. Crush him. Pirate, Goldie Roger, future king of the pirates and the father of Ace. Vice Admiral Monkey D. Garp, future hero of Marines and the grandfather of Luffy.
Look at what Blackbeard literally said in chapter 1059 when he showed her. He said, "I've come for you, pirate empress. I won't let the navy have your power." That's why he was here. He was there for power.
Let me see that panel. What
He
page
didn't
was that?
come for
showing
the
it on
Navy. He
stream
didn't come
at
for
10:59.
Kobe. He didn't come for the Navy or Kobe. He came for Boa Hancock.
Yeah,
and
because
it's
in the anime,
give the fruit to Devon. I know.
that beautiful.
What did he
face-
say to her? I'm not gonna let the navy have your power.
Yeah, I'm not gonna
Yeah.
let the navy have your. He explicitly said he was there for Boa Hancock. That's why he came to Amazon Lily. Also, another
You think her
detail.
power? You think her power has a different?
Another detail. I remember this chapter because there's another detail he says in the manga, and he even like says it in the anime. The same line is that after Katarina says like, "I would love to cut off her head to be my latest treasure," Blackbeard says, "She's all yours as long as I get those powers." I read that as like him saying, after I take her power, you can do whatever you want with her. So does that mean that if he takes your devil fruit power, you're still like somewhat alive? Is that what that means? Or does he mean that
No, you have to
Katarina
die. You know you have to die
masquerades
because Absalom died, right? He had to
Oh,
get
true,
stabbed and
true, that's
get
right.
killed.
I guess he means
The way I see
Katarina
it,
can masquerade as Boa after he takes her
yeah,
power.
the way I see it, that Blackbeard, what he does is he has with his Yami Yami no Mi, he can, when he touches you, yeah, his
Oh,
You've cut off
Yusuf,
again.
you cut out.
what
Hello?
happens to the power? So, oh shit, am I cutting off again?
Oh, yeah,
Ah,
you're back, you're back, you're back.
I was saying what Blackbeard does is using his yummy nomi, he takes the spirit of the devil fruit, he puts it in his his black hole. And then yeah, after they die, they can't go back to the body because the body's dead, right? So the body's dead. So what he does is he stores the spirit into another fruit and it rejuvenates. And then the person eats it. That's how I comprehended his ability to to steal fruits. Um that's why you see Burgess here. You see during the Dressrosa arc, he was carrying loads of fruits. He's thinking maybe he can do the same with Sabo. He wanted to kill him and then rejuvenate his fruit into the ace's fruit into a nearby fruit.
Yep.
So I think they all know about this concept through Blackbeard. But coming
Yeah.
back to what you're saying about Hancock, yeah, I think maybe there's more to her power than what meets the eye. I don't think it's just love now
yeah, even I
after
don't.
going back
I
to
think
this.
there is after
But the fruit
awakening
is
or
literally
something.
called love fruit, right? So there must be all her powers have to be around what people imagine love can do to other people. So and she can do the same thing to other people. So I don't think it's just about turning people into stone. I think there's
No,
way
I tell
more.
you what. I tell you what. Love, no, love can be very subjective, and also when they're in that moment of infatuation, they're not really in love. They're just having lust. When you're lusting somebody,
Yeah,
Luffy's love, yeah, for her, like she can aim at the fact when someone's loving me, and she can capture that and make them into stone. But what if the
like
power
even
can
your
make anyone
parents or
who
your
has
kids would
desire?
love you, right?
Yeah, maybe he can make anyone into stone if they have desire,
Oh, you think
as long as
so?
they're in that moment.
Oh, I see what you're getting at. Okay.
You get it?
What if?
Yeah.
Otherwise,
What if?
what would he do with it? You think people are gonna look at him and say, "Oh, look at Blackbeard, look at his belly, he looks so
What if this
sexy."
is like a Voldemort situation? Okay, I just cooked something. What if this is like a Voldemort situation
Go
and Tritoma had the power of the Mera no Mi and made Dragon fall in love with her? Okay, I'm cooking too hard. I think I would, but yeah, something like that. Basically,
on.
she had the
No,
power, and
I
after she
genuinely
died,
believe her
Boanko
fruit.
got it.
No. I think her fruit genuinely has to do with emotions. Oh, someone said it on the thing as well. On chat, chat's been saying it as
Yeah.
well. Look, it's got to do with emotions and not the concept of love as we know it. Because love is very subjective. When you like, think about it, when you're infatuated, when you're so obsessed with someone's beauty, you're not in love. You're just losing your senses for that moment. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what if anyone? Because that's not love at all, right? So what if anyone, yeah, has love for something like love for treasure, love for obsession with gold? In that moment here, you'll be turned into
Like she can
stone.
turn Buggy
And what
into
if you can
gold.
turn that? You can turn people's desires. I mean, manipulate it in a way, yeah, where you can make them into stone just by having focusing on any emotion they have, not
Do we
necessarily,
know how
lust
Boa
or
gets the
love.
fruit? No,
I
right?
think we don't know. I think it was she was fed it in. Was it before or after she escaped from Mary Jo?
That's what I'm trying to remember. I don't think she
I
had
think
a
it was
fruit.
after. It was after
Yeah,
because her
during their
sisters.
time as slaves in the world nobles,
Yeah.
the Gorgon sisters were force-fed devil fruits as a form of sick entertainment.
Was it her as well? Because I think it was just the sisters.
Oh, Boa in particular was fed the Merameranomi.
She was force
Chapter
fed that. Oh, okay.
521.
So
Oh,
so they had the fruit, the celestial dragon. But why would they feed her that fruit though?
Because it was entertaining for them, I guess. That's the reasoning.
I can get the sisters because they're snakes in it, but for her, that fruit just turned people into stone, and
Maybe
that can be
maybe
used against them.
maybe they like misunderstood the fruit
I
and
mean,
just
you
fed her the
you're
wrong.
you're thinking about logic with the celestial dragons. Those guys are
Yeah.
idiots. Like they have
No,
no
what I'm trying
sense.
to say, they're not stupid. Let's be real, yeah. They got like
What do you
they
mean?
No,
They're
the
know
not
to do
stupid.
celestial
infinity.
We're
dragons are
talking about
they're dumb.
the bum ass celestials
Yeah, not
who
not the
had them
holy
as
knights and stuff.
slaves. Yeah,
True,
who
true,
don't
true,
even know
true.
Like
much
But
about
Charlotte,
love.
she
Saint
escaped
Charlotte or
because of
something.
Fisher Tiger, right? She could have used the fruit
Yeah.
to escape, which is making everyone into
Yeah,
stone.
I mean, she's a kid. She's scared. Like there could be so
but
many reasons.
is it gonna work against like the God's Knights who are also there? Probably not gonna. Like a child using the Metametanobi, like
Oh, the
she couldn't have
admirals.
turned Figarland into stone.
But they're
Right?
all
We just
probably
counter
ditties,
that.
bro. They're ditties up in there,
No,
bro. They're having the emu
but
party
listen,
every freaking weekend. What are you
we
talking
saw
about?
just
That's why
by
they want kids.
Momonga. We saw just from like Momonga coming to the Kuja pirates before the Marineford War to force Boa into coming to the war. Like he countered her without even using haki. He just like pinched himself really hard or like stabbed himself.
Hey, shout!
Aimed to get
Just a
rid of
point.
his
Just a
lust.
quick.
Oh yeah,
Hey, just a
actually.
quick shout out,
Yeah.
yeah. Marnie, yeah. Shout out to Marnie, ET, yeah. Honestly, what he made a point. He said snakes plus lost is Medusa. Plus, there has to be a Japanese spin to the law as well. So obviously, we
Yeah.
knew this from the beginning. The Gorgon sisters, the snake, and obviously the stone is to do with Medusa. Yeah, and Medusa is just if you look at her, yeah. If you look into her eyes, sorry,
In the eyes,
yeah,
yeah.
and yeah, then you turn into stone. It's
I
not
think it's the
about feeling
snakes on
lost.
her hair that make turn her into stone. If I'm not wrong.
Maybe I think Blackbeard knows the true power of the fruit, and maybe he could have used this little beard hair in it.
Yeah.
just taking a piss.
Maybe
No.
like an awakening or some shit. Like it's a paramesha.
All right, let's continue on the chapter.
My guy, yeah, starts finally brawling with the legend himself, the Garp, and then they have a 1-to-1. Meet your fist. War, they here. Oh my god, just one shot of that boat. Okay, Ara Mitama. It just
Bro,
had to
look at
be
the
Garp ship,
side
didn't
by
it?
side, bro. That is
It
what
looks
the
sick.
hell.
Hey, Garp beat him up. I think Garp actually won that
No,
exchange.
no.
Yeah.
Look at Garp's stomach. The sword already sliced through his stomach. See, so it's a
I
Yeah,
see it,
this
I see it.
this should be more clear. This is something that would be more clear in the anime.
yeah.
But
In the
yeah,
anime,
look,
yeah.
look at his stomach.
Garp is-
There's
There's obviously Conqueror's hockey clash. You can see from the
Black
from the black
Lightning.
lightning, and obviously yeah. Roger, Garp, and Rocks, three who would be spoken of as the legends of the Great Pirate era. But at this time, their blood burned with passion of youth. So he's obviously still young. He's probably Luffy, a bit stronger than Luffy here. Roger. Yeah, he's probably a bit stronger than Luffy, and Garp is probably he's like admiral level right now.
Bro, they're
still, 'cause
equal.
that's how sick he
They're
is. And
equal right now. That's what this panel is showing, that they were equal.
I think Luffy right now is admiral level 2 though. That's what I'm trying to say.
No, I would say he lost to Kizaru. In the anime, I think he lost to Kizaru. Especially like how
Nah, but-
undamaged Kizaru was when he brought food
Seriously?
to Luffy.
You're forgetting one thing, yeah. They didn't really fight, yeah. One was running away and trying to go get his mission done and killing
Yeah,
Vegapunk,
and
and one was
Kizaru
chasing.
wasn't even fighting Luffy. Kizaru was bro. He beat Luffy while he was trying to kill Vegapunk. Come on,
He didn't beat him though.
beat him. Like Kizaru looks healthier than Luffy. Luffy tapped
No,
out.
you're
He
forgetting
looks like
Luffy
He
just
looks like
fought. Luffy just fought Lucci. He got look. You're missing the
Get
fact.
out of
This,
here,
this
bro.
guy,
You cannot fight Lucci, bro. Get out of here. Zoro,
Lucci is awakened, bro.
broad-ass
Lucci is awakened zone user. What are you on about? And
the thing
CP0.
is-
Hey, listen, CP0.
Lucci got packed by one shot by Zoro. You want to bring Lucci into this? Does that mean Zoro is stronger than Luffy?
I feel like Luffy was messing
not what
around
he's
with
saying.
Lucci.
Now you have to. Hey, listen. You have to take things into consideration. Yeah. Luffy. No. You're taking the piss out of Lucci. Lucci, sick
No,
man. Give Lucci some credit.
He's
Put some
Lucci. He's
respect on Lucci's name.
No, this
No,
is
listen,
Zoro
this is how I
one shot
see
him
it.
after. This is
Lucci.
after Stussy, the clone Stussy, did that attack on him.
Yeah, he was all
So he
weakened
was,
and
like,
shit,
weak.
bro.
Yeah.
He got slapped up.
Lucci
He got
is-
slapped up by Lucci.
And he's
Exactly,
awakened
bro.
zone. He can heal very quickly. That's one of their main powers.
No, it
Bro,
doesn't
when we
work
were,
like that.
when we were
Look,
doing
this-
chapter
Yes, it
reviews,
does.
I
It does
remember
work like that,
I remember
bro.
editing this part when we were doing chapter reviews for this. Sid just shat on
Hey, look at this, look at this.
on Lucci so hard. Yeah, the Lucci was. I remember editing this part.
Look at this fight, Yusuf. Wait, look, go on stream and look at this fight, okay? Look at this fight I'm playing.
Okay, I'm going on.
This fight. Look how fraud he was. Look how fraud he was. Playing on 1.4 so it doesn't get copyrighted. Look at this. He's just spinning around.
Yeah,
He jumped, and then guess what happens? Frauducci.
Nah. Let me actually give him some respect. Let me give him some respect. You can't do this to him. I'll tell you why.
He's already
Firstly,
weak.
my guy, he's awakened zone user. That's number one. Also, that takes, even though you're right, he should be healing faster and recovering faster. He's burning out his haki. His haki is to fuel the. This is our theory. We've said it for a long time. To fuel your awakened fruit, you need a lot of haki. Haki gives the energy to the devil fruit, and it fuels it, and then therefore you can use it. Now
Especially
my
if it's
guy
a
is fighting
zone
Luffy.
level, I think.
He gets clapped up by Luffy. Luffy now he's proper dead. His haki's burnt out. Then he get clapped up by freaking how do you say it?
Cassie,
What's her name again? Lucy.
the clone.
Yep. She
Yeah.
does that. And then he obviously look. He actually did pretty well
Bro,
against Zoro.
Lucci is weak. Like, I mean, he's like very weak right now.
Yeah.
He's not at full
This is
power.
his
I
good
feel like
fight.
I feel like
Kizaru
full
is at
power.
full power. Look. Kizaru at full power was going head to head with Gear 5, right? But you have to understand, Gear 5 still has a timer, right? So even
Yeah,
if
with the
Luffy
timer,
was
I
doing
understand,
damage,
yeah.
even though Luffy was doing damage to Kizaru, I agree. Luffy was doing damage to Kizaru, but during that timer, Luffy couldn't beat Kizaru while he was trying. His focus wasn't even Luffy. He was going after Vegapunk this whole time and going head to head with Luffy Gear 5, and then Luffy Gear
The
5
same
ran out.
argument could
Okay,
apply.
who do you
Same
think is
argument could
stronger?
apply.
Luffy Gear
Is
5 ran
Kaido
out,
or
but
who
Kizaru
do you
still
think?
had stamina. Yeah,
Okay, who do you think
No,
is stronger,
there's
Kaido
a
or
difference here. There's a,
Kizaru?
I
It's
think
simple
no,
Kaido.
look. Hey, listen to the argument here. The argument is very simple. You're right. His timer went out, but even without a timer, he fought him with his Gear 4, and I think he did a decent job with his Gear 4. Obviously,
No, I
look, go
think-
back to the
I
Gear
think
4 fight against.
Gear 5, you need Gear 5 against Kizaru to beat him. Like
No,
you need
I'm not
Gear
saying you
5 for a
don't.
long
You're
time.
right.
Yeah.
You're right. You're right. But to say that he lost that fight is wrong.
Yeah,
It's
no, it's
absolutely
wrong. Even
I
I
think
wouldn't say he lost.
Kizaru.
How can you say
that
Kizaru
was-
lost that fight? It's shocking to me, man.
Watch the new episode. Yeah, this man is fresh. He only gave up because Saturn showed up, and he's like, I'm gonna go have my nap and eat my food.
Whoa.
And he gave
Kizaru
Luffy
didn't
food.
fight nobody. You're tripping here, hey, guys, man. On chat, tell me, man, this guy ain't
So,
tripping right now.
Kizaru,
I'll tell you why.
without
You're
even
telling me
trying to
Luffy.
fight, without even trying to fight.
Let me explain.
Beat Luffy,
Sid,
bro.
calm down. Let me explain the logic here. Yeah, the logic here is this: my guy Luffy, he goes fights an awakened zone user in Lucci. You remember to
That was
fuel
a
his
while
fruit,
ago.
what do
That
you
was
need?
while-
You need
they had
haki.
been in the labo phase. They have been waiting in the labo phase for hours at that point. They already recovered.
Hey, let me make my point. Let me make my point quickly. Yeah, one. Listen to me carefully.
Okay,
You got
okay.
Luffy. He fought an awakened user in
Okay.
Lucci, right?
Yeah.
My guy's burning through his haki.
Who got clapped up by
Do you
Zoro
agree with that?
within seconds.
No, forget about that. Forget about that for a second. Was he burning through his haki? Yes or no, Luffy?
Yes,
Against
he was
Lucci.
burning through his Haki.
Okay, so we know, what do you know about the law of haki? Haki is not like something that can recover like instantly. It takes time to recover your haki. Luffy, even against Kaido, he had to recover his haki. He needs
Yeah.
food, you need energy, you need a bit of
Yeah,
rest.
yeah.
But after that, yeah, his haki's burnt out, his Gear 5 is burnt
Used
out, he
all
needs
of his
rest.
Haki against
And then
Kizaru.
what happens?
If
What did he do?
Kizaru
He
doesn't bring
went-
Luffy food, he's dead against Saturn.
Okay, right. Leave that aside. Leave that to the side. Yeah, let's think about. We're talking about Kizaru. We're not talking about Saturn. Now, Kizaru, he's bare fresh. He's fresh as a fiddle, man. He comes in. He's doing like no one can oppose him. He didn't need to waste any energy. He wasn't wasting energy against
Yeah.
Luffy. He was 100% fresh. Yet Luffy with Gear 4, yeah, he managed to survive. More than survive. He did good. He did a good job. Kizaru
And
was
also-
running away.
Also, one more thing.
My
one
guy
more thing,
was
one more thing.
running for his life.
Kizaru
He was
was
running
one more
away.
thing.
He's saying, you know what? I don't want to fight him. I'm
Kizaru
gonna go
wasn't
straight for
trying to
Vegapunk.
do much
It's
at
not.
that point.
No, so
No,
one
no,
more thing
you
is
can't do that. You can't do that to
It's
Luffy,
not
man.
even-
Luffy
Dude,
basically
look,
clapped out Kizaru.
was
That's
in
how I
my
see it.
eyes because he wasn't even trying against Gear 5. He wasn't even trying against Gear 4 full power.
Sid, tell me one thing. Do you think Kizaru is stronger than
Kizaru
Kaido?
was having stars up above his
And
head.
he still managed to fire shots at Vegapunk. Like even through all of that.
Bro, to kill Vegapunk, you just need one little bullet. Vegapunk, what is it?
And
Vegapunk doesn't even have a
that.
whole.
That means-
This guy will make me rage out. I
There's
can't do it no more. I want to lose my shit. Listen, Sid. No,
think at
you're
this
wrong.
moment,
You're not. You're,
in this fight, because Luffy has a timer on his Gear 5, Kizaru is stronger than Luffy. If it's a 1v1,
but even with Gear 4, he was doing well.
both of them healthy.
Yeah, you know, I can see what
just
Sid is
because,
saying.
just because Kizaru can
timer,
last
yeah, I can see
longer. In One Piece,
Okay, you know
right?
what?
some of the
You know,
biggest
if that was
battles-
true, if that was
listen,
true. No, that's not
some
true.
of the biggest battles are a battle of attrition. Even Luffy
Yeah,
versus
7
Katakuri,
days, 8 days, yeah.
It's
Sid
a battle
could
of
be right in this.
attrition, right? It's a battle of who.
And my argument is
can
that
have
even
more
with the battle of attrition, Luffy would have won. I tell you why.
Wow.
Because
He
even
just turns
with
into
Gear
an old
4,
man. What is he gonna do when he's an old man? Kizaru's just gonna.
bro, listen to me.
him
Listen
up.
to me. Even with Gear 4, he was doing a good job against Kizaru. And Kizaru, yeah,
he's
I'm talking
asking
about Gear
about
4. I'm
when
talking
he's
about
an
Gear
old
5.
man.
Old man, how is he gonna use Gear 4? Gear 4 needs Haki too. He's regenerating
Look,
his
you know,
Haki.
Kizaru went down to the ground
Jump.
before he turned into the old man. Kizaru went down to the ground before Luffy turned into old man.
Bro,
Luffy wasted all his energy against Lucci.
Frankie had
1-to-1, look, 1-to-1 in the boxing match here, or like in a battle match, without any prior fights, on both of them fresh here. Who beats who, in your opinion?
Wait, sorry.
No
what?
Lucci fight, no nothing, just pure fresh.
I think
Who
Kizaru
wins?
beats Luffy right now. Like
Bro, this
1v1,
guy's making me
1v1,
angry, man. I'm gonna chat, man.
Wait,
I can't
wait,
get
no,
my
no,
chat, so
That's
he's making
because
me
listen,
angry.
listen. Kizaru beats Luffy because Luffy's gonna run out of stamina before Kizaru.
That's wrong, though. You're wrong. You're absolutely wrong. I'll tell you why.
How?
The reason he ran out of stamina. I'll give you two
If
reasons
he
why.
becomes
Firstly,
an old man, Kizaru is
bro,
the fastest
you're
man
wrong
alive.
here.
He just
Can you not
slices
see why you're wrong here?
Luffy. Old
Listen,
man, he just slices Luffy up.
he
GG's.
became a
Yes.
no. You're assuming
I
one
mean,
thing. You're assuming my guy
he
will run
even
out of
becomes an
stamina.
old man against Kaido. So and Kaido still couldn't beat him. And
Yeah,
you're saying
and
that
he swipes.
Kizaru is weaker than Kaido, but Luffy beat Kaido. It's
That's what I'm
GG's.
telling,
The
man.
argument ends there.
Because Kaido was fighting against the Akazaya 9 and all these
Nah.
people, Yamato, all these people for the whole night.
Luffy also
bro.
fought so many people like to reach there. He lost to Kaido like 10 times and then finally beats him. So
Yeah.
Exactly.
What is the argument? And
Is
you're telling
Luffy
me
stronger than
can't
Kaido?
survive.
If it's a 1v1 in like the hyperbolic
Always bet
time
on Kaido,
chamber,
I know.
they
But
are in
still,
the hyperbolic time chamber. It's a Luffy versus Kizaru. I think Kizaru beats Luffy right now.
You're so capped. I'll tell you why. Let me tell you one more thing. Luffy wasn't
not
getting any
capping,
damage. You know,
I
Gear
really
5, Luffy was getting no damage done on him. He wasn't getting hurt one bit by Kizaru. You're assuming the fact Kizaru is fighting Luffy.
What happens when Luffy turns into an old man?
I'm
after
telling
he
you,
wins
bro.
the
I'm
Haki?
telling you what happens when he turns into
Still
old
has
man.
power.
Luffy.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
Luffy will
like that, you
basically
can
just
say the
troll
same
about
about
until he gets
Lucci
his
as
energy
well.
back, just like he did with Kaido. And I'm telling you now, yeah, I call it now. Under extreme pressure, yeah, the time limit of like, what was the time limit again? It wasn't even that crazy long. Because against Kaido, I don't
32
think there was a
seconds.
time limit.
32 seconds.
Yeah,
It's
32
32
seconds.
seconds.
You telling me can't survive 32 seconds? And let me make another point here,
he's
yeah.
an old man
My
against
guy,
the
we're talking about
fastest man
fresh 1-to-1
alive.
fight.
He's
Huh?
the light speed. 32 seconds.
Luffy can
Sorry,
bend
I feel
reality,
Luffy.
man.
I,
Luffy can
I
bend
feel Luffy
lightning.
beats.
We want to
If
bend
Luffy gets
bend
serious,
reality.
he beats Kizaru before he loses that stamina. I feel that's what's gonna happen.
Yeah, that's why I agree.
Let's
Look, you're assuming he'll lose
let's end
stamina. He
this.
won't lose stamina
Let's
against
end
freaking
this with a
Kizaru.
poll. Let's end this with a poll. Who wins?
Bro,
Bro,
the
Sid,
chat,
Sid,
man.
you're not winning the poll.
Luffy,
I'm sorry. Sid,
Kizaru.
you're not
I'm
winning
sorry,
the
man.
poll.
It makes no sense.
Back me up. Luffy.
Chat, let me make my argument one more time here so people can remember. Luffy fought Lucci, a freaking awakened zone user. Both hockey freaking rinsed out. Right after, he fought a fresh. My guy's so fresh, he just came back from the barber shop.
I'm pretty
Fresh
sure
Kizaru.
Lucci has
Yeah?
Conqueror's Haki as well because of the black lightning and the black reddish lightning.
Yeah, Luffy was drained out, bro. He's drained out, and then after being drained out, my guy fights freaking an admiral, and the admiral's running away because he's like he literally said, "I can't beat this guy. I just need to get my mission done. I'm not gonna waste time fighting him. It'll take forever." Look, if it was easy for Kizaru to beat a weakened Luffy, a weakened Luffy, like after he fought a freaking CP0 member, then he would have done it. Kizaru was so lazy. He was like, yeah, you know what? It's easier for me to just clap this guy. Let me clap Luffy and then go do my job. But no, he decided to run because he realized that's easier. Bro, you're clapping. You're chanting so much.
Wait, I'm not starting the poll, bro.
Reach up, man.
Sid, I don't think you should because you're not winning the poll, bro. I'm sorry.
starting
Yeah, now do the poll.
All right, I did the
Luffy
poll.
against Kizaru. How can you say
If
this,
I get
man?
at least 30%, I'll be happy.
You're saying Kizaru will lose beat Kaido.
Look at this. Look at Sid.
Hey,
Kizaru,
hey,
light
no,
speed, 32 seconds to win.
Bro,
Chat,
it wasn't
give
even
me
a
at least
freaking
30,
debate.
give me at least 30 and I'll be
like-
happy, chat.
It's trying so hard. Like light speed, 32 seconds to win. Anything else you want to add to that?
Dude, I love Kizaru, man. I love Kizaru's character.
I can see the grade.
Kizaru's fruit is my favorite fruit in the whole of One Piece.
You know, I think
I
Kizaru's
scale it
fruit
way
is
too
kind
high.
of Kizaru's
It's
fruit is
so
kind of. I don't want
broken.
to say this because I want to give Oda respect, right? And I
Yeah.
love Oda. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, but I
Yeah.
think Kizaru's fruit is not used properly.
I think
You're
it's
telling me
really
he got
hard
the
to
light-
write though. It's really hard. Something like light and like you being light and like going at light speed everywhere. It's really hard to write because if you're using the laws
The
of physics,
concept,
yeah, Kizaru would be one of
the
the strongest.
concept. Listen, the concept, yeah, is good. The concept seems unbeatable, but the way we see it used, like I don't know, man.
Yeah.
Anyways,
All right. Hey,
Sid,
I
man,
got.
let's continue, man. You got me raised
I got
up. How
one
could you
third of the
say that,
votes.
bro?
I got 1/3 of the votes. I'm happy. We should keep tally of
Hey yo,
how many
hey
arguments
yo.
Yusuf wins against me in stream.
No,
Actually, I
no.
won last
Oh,
week. I won
this,
last week. Chat agreed with me. I'll take that as a W. Remember, I won the poll
I
last
still
week.
don't, I still don't agree with that one. But I'm not gonna
I got
revisit
I
it.
got
No.
rinsed in the comments after the stream.
Hey, but let's agree, yeah. Garp and
Yeah.
Roger right now are admiral level in my opinion, even at this
Yes, yes,
stage. Look, they got Conqueror's infused hockey. That's how I
yes.
see it.
I agree.
And okay, let me
They have
continue.
God hockey.
What the Empress Gloriosa? Todd. Oh, is this her heart? Oh, she's dying here because she's so upset with Roger breaking her heart time after time. She's like having a heart attack, bro. She's not having it. She's sick now. The Cujo were at the height of their popularity at this time. No one could speak of this era without mentioning them. Sister, hang in there. My heart aches. Many saw them as idols, and their wanted poster fetched high prices. Stalkers
Crazy. People
taking
were
creep
gooning
shots
for their
became a
wanted
nuisance.
posters. What the
Bro,
fuck?
you
Oh
can
my
tell that my guy Oda is a gooner, bro. I'm telling you, he's probably thinking about some, a girl back in his past, yeah, that he used to goon over. So yeah, man, I used to freaking take pictures of these girls. But how is he freaking writing this? Stalkers taking creep shots
Nah,
became a
that's
daily
normal though. That
nuisance.
happens with idols, like in our world.
It
god.
happens in Japan all the time, to be honest. Yeah. Yeah,
Like have you gone
these
on
two are so
Wiki Feet?
dreamy.
That's crazy.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie, Shaki's drawn really. She looks like a Nami here. What the frick?
No, she looks like Robin.
No, she looks like Nami.
Robin.
It's
to
because of the
me.
hair, I think.
On this,
Oh yeah, because
forget
of the
about
hair.
the hair and the
Actually,
face and
Nami
eyes and
or both
everything.
of them. Yeah. Hmm. Yo,
Hey,
you
what
might be
was your
right.
guys' reaction to Roger's new attack? What this attack is not new, is it?
Aramita.
The attack he just
Ma.
did.
I don't remember. He's used only one named attack before, right? The divine departure thing. That's
So Aramitama is a violent kind of spirit in Shinto. So I guess it's just a slice, and it makes
it's a
sense because
spirit, yeah.
wasn't his divine departure when
Divine
what's his
departure
name
is
again?
the
Yeah,
it
when
has
what's his name again? Shanks used it. It was also like a spirit, like a
Omasari.
griffin coming to life.
Yeah.
No, God
Yeah.
It's a
hockey. At the end, God hockey relates back to the soul. There's a video dropping today, guys, about explaining every type of hockey and God hockey and like how it relates to all the different chakras. And God hockey is basically soul power. You look at that; they were using God hockey.
100%.
Kamasuri,
Bro,
yeah,
soul energy. See nothing.
yeah. They're using their soul energy.
Soul
That's
energy.
highest
Soul
peak
energy.
of hockey is, and the peak of hockey is devil fruits.
Yeah. Hockey, devil fruit, it's created by hockey, isn't it? Say nothing. And also, I want to add to this conversation we were speaking earlier about the human fruit. So the human fruit. So the idea, I know, say every single time, but I want to remind you a lot. This is the Bald's Deep lore. If you guys forgot, long time ago, before there was devil fruits, the tree,
Back.
it could be the sun like Eve, yeah, gave rise to these devil fruits with the wishes of people, and the wishes were haki. So haki can not just like manifest into will, but it can also make life. We know the haki or the will of the people in the ship, yeah, communicated with the sea spirit, and it created Meri. And so later in the movies, you can see Sunny coming to life as well. So the spirit, the water spirit, takes forms, yeah, by mixing the feeling the crewmen have to the ship. The ships, the motion they gives rise to life. Same concept with Enma and the swords. Now you have the idea with devil fruits, yeah, where people at dire situation. This is why I think there was a cataclysm where the world was ending in some ways. There was a volcanic eruption. That's the great serpent, and it dried up to be the red line. It was coming from the earth, and everyone's dying. The earth, the sun is gone now because of the smog. When there's a volcano, there's a huge amount of smog. The sun is covered. The human beings there and the people that's living, they're just freaking dying one after one. So they start praying and start making wishes. Some of them made a wish to to protect themselves from the heat. Some of them made a wish to protect themselves from the freezing cold, because after when the sun is blocked, it becomes very cold, and you get all of these new wishes happening. But I think animals also have haki. So there were some animals out there, and they made a wish to be human, and I think that's where the human fruit came into existence. which Chopper has. And then you got the Buddha fruit. Some of them wish they were just like a god so they can survive. So they wanted the Buddha, the human Buddha fruit came into existence. That's my take. Anyways, guys, let's continue. Yeah, so Shakuyaku
what
was
I said
crowned
about
empress.
what I said about the different types of fruits. So in the hockey
Yeah.
theory, I explained that paramecias came about through people's dreams. Like a lot of people had similar dreams, and it was like a subconscious. It became like a subconscious of their dreams, right? And it got turned into a physical object, like a devil fruit, where you ate it, and then you got those paramecia powers. And then for like logias, that power came around because, like, fire, air, they have their own individual will. So fire likes to burn, right? So fire's desire to keep burning gave birth to the logia fruits. Like it's a dream to keep burning, or like a wind's dream to like keep flowing, or like going into the air type thing came together to get like the wind fruit that dragon has. Or in
No,
the
I
case
agree.
of zones, it came about with the collective will of different species, because different species, like a bunny likes to jump, they all have something they aspire to do. It's, like surviving, like
I feel that
choppers,
could be said about
reindeers.
some
I like that
mythical.
addition. I do like the addition. What you're saying that it's not just one individual hockey, is it could be a collective hockey. Yeah,
Yeah,
because a
I feel
collective
that's the
will,
case
and
for
then they form
mythicals
into.
though,
because
not just basic zones.
everything
No,
in
I
One
think that
Piece
makes
is
sense.
hockey, right? Every single thing
Yeah.
we see around the world, from stones to everything, it's all powered by hockey.
Yeah,
Some of them are
the
breathing,
breath of
some of them
Halti.
have voices. Similarly, and then with mythical zones like the Buddha fruit, the Nika fruit, I think
It's a
it kind
collective.
of came about. It's like a combination of how Paramecius came about and a combination of how zones came about. People started dreaming of creatures themselves that could like
Oh, you're
save
doing the
them, like
mind,
Nika.
body, and soul
Just
thing.
to add to this, guys,
Yeah.
That's
just
out
add
by
to
the
this,
way.
guys. And just to shout to chat, yeah, Zayef, yeah, or ZF, yeah. We're talking about the first world. This is everything happening in the first
Yeah.
world. The world is basically engulfed in darkness now because the sun is gone. The volcanic erupted. The volcano from the ground, the Earth's basically destroying itself because of the constant, how do you say, consumptions and depletion of
Yeah.
its natural resources. So then, this dire situation, that's when dreams came into reality with the tree.
What
Now,
do you think,
what I'm
Yusuf?
saying is
So,
this. Yeah,
wait,
just
I had a
sorry. Let me
question
finish
for
this
you.
point. Yeah, 'cause I
Okay.
want to add to your point because you know
Yeah.
the Mary was
Yeah.
also a collective dream.
Yeah, I
Mary was a
gave that as
collective hockey
evidence
of the people
for the
about.
hockey video.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and I don't think it's always collective though. I want to make a point here. The dream of men or dream of people, it don't necessarily need to be how do you say it? It don't necessarily
Like
need to be just one person, but it can be
one
collective. But
person's
I also
dream
think one
isn't
person with
bigger than
a very
another
high
person's dream.
potent
Yeah.
hockey. But I think a person with a potent hockey can also come back to life. Yeah, in the different form. So Zoans, I think they're actually individuals. Yeah, most Zoans and mythical Zoans, I think they're individuals, personality
Yeah,
coming back to life. You're right. I do believe.
cut out.
Shut up.
Then I'm in
Hello?
Samsung Yusuf.
Oh, he's gone, chat.
Yeah,
He's
he's
gone.
gone.
Imu cut his internet, chat. He's revealing too
Gapped
much.
out
He's
of
revealing
region.
too much. Yusuf is
Oh
revealing
shit!
too much.
We're
Imu
spoiling the
cut
whole
your
fucking show.
internet. Imu cut your internet, bro.
Oh shit! It's back now.
Imu's
Yeah, I can
gonna
hear you
ask for
now.
your ID for age verification.
And it makes sense because D, yeah, look, the will of D is like dreams, isn't it? Dreams make the world existing. Anyways, let's continue.
To that theory, right? What do you think about this idea that during the Second World, I think devil fruits themselves didn't exist before men, like started to use people's wills as an energy source, and like the ancient kingdom, this is like at the beginning of the Second World. They created a machine, or a method, to turn these dreams into fruit that people or like
So,
powered
so
up the Eve tree. What do you think of that?
no, I do because remember if you guys watched our old video about hockey and we talked about oh no, it was another video about how the Delph fruit came into existence. We spoke about the ancient civilization utilized haki as a form of energy source, and you know those little pills, those in the
Yeah.
Tatamyama box, and
Yep.
that
Yep.
was held the Hody Jones ate.
Yeah.
Those pills, yeah, are basically like, it looked like Gear 5. When someone eats it, they became Luffy Gear 5 mode.
Yeah.
And the idea between Gear 5 is like the
Oh, this is
huge
an
amount of
old
haki he
theory
has.
of yours. I remember this.
Yeah, you remember there's the old theory
Yeah.
that I was cooking up a long
yeah.
time
I
ago.
also edited this.
Yeah.
Remember
So what I'm
that.
saying is, I think that the ancient civilization were using pills or hockey pills. They made those hockey pills, were infusing their own hockey into a way of making it into a material form, and they fed it into machines, and
Yeah.
the machines were able to run with pure hockey. And Mother Flames is a knockoff version of a flame or energy source, which was using the pure will of the people and the life force of a person per se.
Yeah.
And when you see back in the mural, you see the little life cycle as people basically going down on the earth. It looks like they're taking natural resources from the earth itself, but it could be their own energy source as well, and their own energy source is being given and is being fueling things, and that is the father flame. That's the original flame. And flame makes sense with the will of the will of person, because everywhere you go in
Yeah, like the
Japan,
will
in
of
Japanese
fire.
culture, yeah, the will of
Yeah,
fire. In Naruto, you say the will of fire because you're passing down the fire, the flame of a person's motivation. Yeah, so that is the flame. So Haki gave energy to this father flame, and
Yeah.
and we're talking about a mass amount of people with Haki. So that would make sense, right?
Yep. Yeah.
All right.
The video is coming out in a few hours.
Yeah.
After this stream, I'll compile it and upload.
Oh, one more
that's a
addition to
peak
this.
video. You guys should watch.
One
Yeah.
more addition to this, yeah. Father Flame, I'm not saying it has a personality per se, but another evidence for Haki, people's will and Haki can give life, is the swords. I said this earlier, but look, Enma is a personality. Enma reacts a certain way. Yeah. The Shodai Kitetsu and the Shodai what's the
The
other one he
Sandai
has?
Kitetsu.
The
Sandai,
Sandai Kitetsu,
Sandai.
yeah, I'm sorry.
Water
It
Witch
also has a
Enma.
personality.
Enma.
And the personality is not a person. It's not the swordsmith's will itself. It's a swordsmith will plus
Bro, I
the
literally
accumulation
explained
of
all of
everyone else
this in the video.
wielding.
That's the whole video about. Bro,
Yeah.
Oh shit!
spoiling
Am
the
I
whole
just?
video.
Sorry, guys.
But
Hey, watch the
anyway,
video, guys.
one more thing, right? This is my own. As I was working on the video, I didn't explain how like hockey was used as a power system and all that, because I thought that was a whole different video. So
Yeah.
basically, Mother Flame, right? I think I see Mother Flame as more like we discovered oil and electricity, right? Like 100
Yeah.
years ago, 150 years ago, and then we used like steam power, like the energy from oil to create electricity, and then we created new inventions using that as a fuel source, right? Similarly, for devil fruits, I think hockey is the fuel source of how devil fruit work. And anyway, that's what I think. And then Emu or someone created a machine, someone created a system like how they create the smile fruits using the tears of the tontatas and like the tontata
What
I want to
about
add that. I think
princes and all that
hockey. So I want to
create
add
smile
that the
fruit.
Devil Fruit
Similarly,
also has
they
their own
theory
hockey
of
though.
Sunlight Eve giving the
yeah,
fruits?
the devil fruit has its own hockey because you know how the straw hats wills connected by being with the
Yeah.
Mary, and it created the Mary ship. However, like they created a device that could do this to like mass market use. Like they could create Klabautermann spirits using people's wills. Like the collective
Yeah.
wills of people, and they turned it into like a machine basically. Instead of like the straw hats spending time and like hanging out with Mary and treating it as a part of their crew and creating this spirit naturally, they used the Sea Devil or whoever probably was created to do good. Like Vegapunk created the cyborgs to do good. Like Kuma was promised that these cyborgs. Kuma was so happy to be a pacifista because of the promise that even if these pacifista help one person, I'll be happy. So he was actually happy to be turned into a cyborg and a pacifista during the flashback, right? Similarly, whoever created the devil fruits or the machine to create devil fruits and turned the Eve into a vessel to create devil fruits, they did it for good intentions. Of course, it got warped by people like Emu and all of that. Maybe
I
they
kind of
didn't
disagree.
even.
I don't want to go into too much into this, but I kind of
Yeah.
disagree with the fact that they
Because
used
Yusuf
hockey to make a
still
living life and a machine in a
Yusuf still
very
believes
machine
about the
way.
Sunlight Eve theory.
No,
I don't.
I think the Sunlight Tree Eve can exist to create devil fruits, right? And while at the
Yeah.
same time, Sunlight Tree Eve itself could be an artificial creation.
The reason why I don't see it, I'll tell you why.
Yeah.
I mean, if you go back to the mural, whatever you're saying, it didn't start when
I'm
it
showing the
started
mural.
before the Ancient Kingdom, right? The Ancient Kingdom was the second era. So the first era, there was a king, and the king was
Yeah.
literally ruling over the mankind and taking energy from the from the planet.
This makes perfect sense with my theory, right? Where everyone is using hockey as a power source, and there's development. The king is getting the hockey, all of that, and then the Sunlight Tree Eve is in the middle. You see, like there's a shift happening in like the world system where the devil fruits happen. That's why the Sunlight Tree Eve is right there with the devil going over Sunlight Tree Eve, because Emu takes over Sunlight Tree Eve. Currently, he has taken over. That's why the devil is there. Right? He has
No, I
taken
get
over
that.
the way to
I
create
get,
devil fruits. The Sunlight Tree
I get
Eve
that, but
wasn't
I don't
there.
know.
Devil
Some
fruits
part of
weren't
me
there
feel
in the
like the
first
devil
world.
fruits only existed. The tree start only bearing fruits after the destruction of the world. That's how I see it. Yeah, and the reason I see it like that because
I
in
think
the beginning,
devil fruits only started to exist during the Second World.
yeah, that's how I see it, and you can
That's
see
how
that
I see
from
it
the
too.
you can see that from
Yeah,
the passage
I
when
didn't
it talks
say that.
about
I don't think the Ancient Kingdom created the means to. I don't think the Ancient Kingdom created devil fruits. I think devil fruits were created or like have been around since the First World. I'm sorry.
yeah,
That was
exactly, and
the
you know that
shift.
from the
The
actual passage.
creation of
If you
devil
go back to the
fruits
mural,
was the
wait, One
shift into
Piece.
the Second World. That's what I think.
But let me try to see. Let me go back to the mural because if you read the mural, right? Oh,
Yeah.
where is the mural? Mural. One Piece mural. Oh, Banda. But if you go back to the mural, you
I'm
probably
showing it
see
on screen.
this.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can see the second era is when the Delph fruit came into existence. That's what I'm
Yep.
saying. I think the
That's
first
what I'm
era.
saying too. That's what I'm. But I
No,
think it's an
but you know, just to
artificial
go back to
thing.
I don't want to say
It's not a
that I
natural.
don't really buy the fact that the people of civilization got to an era where they were manipulating hockey to create life. I think that only happened happened naturally. What I'm talking about this is the tree itself that's being guarded.
You think
I think the tree was
devil
on
fruits
land.
came about naturally?
I'm getting this. So the tree was on land, right? So the
Yeah.
tree's there, right? And the tree's on land. After the world and the volcanic eruption happened from the ground, bottom up,
Yeah.
it went all the way up and started destroying everything. Now that
Yep.
tree, it starts sinking. It starts sinking. That's how I see it. It starts
Okay.
sinking, and that's why when you go to the bottom of the ocean in Fishman Island, that tree, it's not the roots of the tree, is
Yep.
giving off light. It's giving off some
Yeah.
insane radioactive light on some shit like that, and
Yep.
it seems out of place, really. Yeah, and then it
Yep.
goes up, and then you see that you remember if there's a volcanic eruption that happened around that tree, it was unwrapped around Sunlight Eve, and
Yeah.
because we know that tree comes from the Fishman Island and it goes all the way up into Emu
And
Summer's
that.
garden. Yeah.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
Emu Summer's captivated with this tree. So regardless of this tree, the devil was on the tree, and I think the devil was also captivated with this tree. But at this point, I don't think there's no fruits being born at this point. But
Yeah.
after the first world, that happened. The tree became what Emu or everyone wanted it, the high ups wanted it to be. But instead of them manipulating it, the tree started absorbing the haki and the essence, the will of the people that were dying in a mass. It was a mass casualty, right?
Yeah.
People that were dying before they're dying, they're making wishes, they were suffering, they're making. They're praying very hard, and their obsession and their dire situation, increased the hockey. Because when you're very scared or when you're very broken or you're facing calamity, you're at your weakest, but you're at your strongest because
Even in One
your
Piece,
strength to pray is higher
people
than.
awaken their hockeys when they're in like a super stressed situation. Like Luffy didn't even know about hockey. And in Marineford, he dodged Mihawk's attacks.
Even
He used
Zoro,
Conqueror's
like
hockey.
when
Yeah.
he's losing to what's his name, King, he awakens like his.
So the humans or forget about humans, the individuals that were giving off hockey, even animals, every world that was coming into existence, they were feeding the tree, and by the second era, the tree basically absorbed all the will of the few thousands, millions of people that died, and then that dream started coming into existence, and it was keep absorbing it. But once that era ended, I don't think the tree was able to make any more fruits. It couldn't absorb any new. It can't like a new devil fruit won't be coming into existence. Because the second era, that's when it stopped, and then the fruit started developing, and that will was basically forever living in the fruit. That's how I see it. I don't think
Yeah,
and the
I
living.
agree too. I think this, but that's not a. I don't see that as a natural process. I think something had to have been the catalyst for the tree to start doing that in mass.
The Adam
I
tree
think this
helped.
could be radioactive, innit? Like the theory, guys. I wish I put that mirror video out. So we had a mirror video, and I explained
Yeah.
everything I'm saying, in a very, I'd say, organized manner, right? And the whole idea about the tree birthing the devil fruits, absorbing the hockey of the people, it was explained very methodological.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
also there was the idea that it became radioactive. So after whatever they're doing, you can see some ships. The energy source they're giving is fueling the ship. There's some ships over
Yep.
here, right? So one could be Uranus on the top with the electricity that's shooting down. So somehow I was thinking the tree got ionized or it became radioactive. So after the volcanic eruption happened, so you see that mural, that snake? That snake isn't an actual snake. It's just a modification of a volcanic eruption. Because when you see volcanoes erupt, yeah, it actually does look like a snake. Because it comes like when you see a broken pipe, when the water comes out of a broken pipe, it goes it's like swimming like a snake. So that is basically the volcanic eruption. It's destroying the earth. That's why the fire is coming, so on and so forth. And so and but the tree is already radioactive. It's basically at this point, yeah, it's gonna start making wishes. Another reason why I think it's radioactive, like how the frick is it giving out light in the bottom of with its roots? Somehow it's absorbing the sun's energy and it's bringing it to the roots and giving off light. I just like it on the bottom of the ocean, in the deep ocean. So I think there is something happened to the tree, and then it was able to generate devil fruits. Anyways, guys, let's continue in the chapter. We've been yapping.
Yeah. Continue. But anyway, if our Loki or Elbaf has the soul fruit, like the literal sun fruit, right? Luffy has a sun god Nika fruit, but there has to be like a fruit that embodies the power of the sun, right? Imagine the legendary fruit of Elbaf. Like this theory gains even more credibility. That's the sun fruit. That's why Rox wants access to Elbaf, and he says it in this chapter too. Like that's Elbaf has one of the two legendary fruits, and I want access to that. And that's why Emu is so hell bent on coming and taking over Elbaf, because he wants that fruit too, so he can juice up the Eve tree more.
Let's see it.
All right.
I don't know. You think devil fruit can juice up the tree and maybe
Yeah, if it's the sun
bring
fruit,
it back to its...
and if the Eve tree is using sunlight for one of its power source, don't you think a sun could juice up the Eve tree?
I don't know. I don't know about the idea with the tree being juiced up or has energy. Because I think, look, I think there's Mother Flame, right? And my guy wants Mother Flames for his weapon will dominate the world. At this point, yeah, I think Emo already achieved his goals.
No,
and now he just wants to finish it off.
For me, the evidence for this, there's not really much evidence in story, but according to like shonen logic or like story logic, we are at a point where Luffy is gonna solve the immortality question against the Gods, Knights, and Emu in Elbaf, right? So Oda needs to create a situation for Luffy and the gang during the final war where things just look completely dire. Like Emu has won everything. It's kind of like Avengers, like at the end of Infinity War, like all hope was lost. Thanos won. I think that situation is yet to come for the Straw Hats and in One Piece, and I think Emu is gonna get the legendary fruit from.
You know what? I want to ask a question. If someone like Blackbeard touches Emu, would Emu instantly die?
Oh, that's a good question. Yo,
Blackbeard can nullify your fruit, your devil fruit, right? And by taking the spirit of the devil from you, that's sharing your body. So the moment the devil will know me in Imu's fruit is taken away and put into the Blackbeard's gravity, his.
Have we seen how Blackbeard's
what happened to him?
Have we seen how Blackbeard's fruit operates against zones?
Yeah, because Luffy's a zone.
But he hasn't.
Luffy basically lost all his
powers.
But
at that point, Luffy believed he was a Paramecia, though.
Doesn't matter though. He was a zone.
Different. No, that's different.
He was a zone, and he touched him.
He took away the rubber powers, but did he take away the Nika powers? There's a difference. You see.
I don't know.
Luffy
I think
believed
the reason why I'm
the rubber man.
Another thing is with Logias, he touched Ace, and Ace couldn't. He was a normal human being. He touched Blackbeard. Sorry, Whitebeard. Whitebeard couldn't he's a Paramecia. He couldn't use his fruit. He touched a zone in Luffy. Luffy basically became a human. He wasn't stretching. He was a normal person. He got clapped, and blood comes out.
So by that logic,
it nullifies anything.
It nullifies Emu's immortality.
Huh? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking about the immortality break. That's why maybe Blackbeard and Luffy together has to be Emu.
So you think
I'm
Yomi
thinking the
Yomi
moment he
Yomi?
touches
That's
Emu,
fine.
Emu just goes into an old crispy little freaking ashes. It's think about it.
Like
Bro,
Saturn.
hear me out. Hear me out. Oh my god. Okay, hold up. This is a crazy crackpot theory. Okay, 14 years ago,
Yeah.
the fruit from Elbap, we know something was taken from Elbap because 14 years ago, when we saw that flashback a few chapters ago, there was a mysterious figure next to that chest, and then we never got
Yeah.
a conclusion of that. What if the Yomi Yomi no Mi, the darkness fruit that Blackbeard has, was the fruit that in that chest in Elbaf, and then that figure who during that whole chaos and commotion, they took the fruit into the outside, the real world, and that's how like it ended up for like what is it 12 years later, it was on the hands of Blackbeard finally. What
I,
if like
I can buy
the
that. I
Yomi
can buy
Yomi
that.
no is
But
actually
the
the
issue with
legacy
that,
of
yeah, it
Elbaf,
just doesn't go with my theory.
the people of Elbaf, they think that Loki is the one who ate it, right? But Loki actually didn't eat it. It was a different fruit.
I can buy that. I do buy that. Tell the three reasons what supports that argument. But shout out to chat, yeah. So Akram said, Yusuf, can we say that the Yami Yami no Mi was born, created after Rox was dead? I mean, I don't know. I don't think so. Because my theory is that Rox is living inside Blackbeard. But that's if you guys want to watch that video, we did a
Yeah,
couple
go
of
watch
weeks,
the last
a
one.
week ago. Watch that video. Explains why Blackbeard is hosting Rox's soul. But leaving that aside, yeah, I think this Yami Yami no Mi or the Dark fruit. You're right. It could be the case here, but the issue with that is that you're assuming that it was not in any encyclopedia. Because how would it be an encyclopedia that Blackbeard read? He read it, and he's so I know how it looks like, and I was looking out for it. So somehow, yeah, that encyclopedia must have been written after
Okay,
it was
that
exposed to the
crashes
world.
the theory because that fruit has been in Elbaf for 800 years.
Yeah, so it must be hidden. So no PS Albaf is not part of the world government, and Albaf is not part of the normal world. So if the fruit was hidden, I don't think it can be part of any.
If it was a legendary fruit that the government and Emu feared, they would have misnamed it similar to Luffy's fruit.
Yeah.
They wouldn't have just named it the darkness fruit.
Yeah, but I think the
I don't.
Yami Yami no Mi, yeah, was actually called the Yami Yami no Mi, and Blackbeard read it as the Yami Yami no Mi. He found it after learning about it from the encyclopedia, and he found it. And once he saw how it looks like, he took it and he did exactly what he thought what it did. I think his whole plan about getting Whitebeard's fruit was dependent on him having the Yami Yami no Mi, because I do believe the Yami Yami no Mi is required, is an essential requirement to steal fruits from without using the fruit trick.
Because they
Because
can,
what it does,
the way if you look at the hockey theory I just made, I chalked up devil fruits as basically the like a will / soul of another entity inhabiting your body, right? It's the form of God hockey where another soul is
I think that only
inhabiting.
applies to Zone, by the way. I think the soul only applies
I
to
think it
zones.
applies to it applies to all the devil fruit.
I tell you, no, the hockey applies to all of them. So every
Yeah.
fruit has hockey. So
Yep.
that's obvious. That's very obvious. Yeah, and the reason why it's obvious because
I think hockey is
to keep it alive, hockey is like pre-eternal, right, per se.
Yeah.
So the hockey and the will is still alive, but with Zoan, the Zoan holds the soul information, the information which is cognitive, which has desires, which has certain faculties and will
fire has
per se.
desires too. Fire has the desire to burn.
The reason why I don't believe that, because when the goddess said, "Oh, this fruit has a will of its own," they specifically kind of limited it to Zoan fruits. Zoan fruits has the will of their own and has been
Yeah.
awaiting us. It didn't say Zoan and Logia. I think Logia and
I think like fire's will, right? Like Logia's will is very very singular. It's like one way where it just wants to burn. Very simple that way. So it doesn't have like a conscious will. I think there's a difference between having a will and having a conscious will. Logias
I think fire.
similar to the breath of all things, right? Logias can
Yeah.
breathe. They have the ability to breathe, and that's what the fire burning, the will to keep breathing as fire. But then zones, they have a voice to them.
I think you and me are saying the same thing, but what you're trying to apply is I'm talking about a conscious will. You're talking about will in general, because remember the theory about everything as hockey,
but
like
you
even
breathing,
those. Yeah.
that also means that rock and everything, they also have souls. That's what I think.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying
Yeah,
you're
I'm
saying
saying the same thing.
will and hockey based on just general will, where we spoke about it when Zoro said to Mr. Number 2 about when he said I have to feel the.
One,
You
yeah.
remember that fight against Mr.
Yeah,
Two?
yeah. They
Yeah.
all have
Yeah,
souls. Yeah.
yeah. You're trying. That's
So
what you're trying to say. But
he
I'm trying to say
basically
that
like
soul or
dodges
that
all the
energy.
falling rocks as well, like because he could hear the rock.
Yeah, he can hear it. Yeah, the sound of the rock. So I agree with you. They do have a will in that state. They are alive. Everything is alive in that state. However, I have to differentiate between consciousness and unconsciousness.
Yeah, yeah,
There's
yeah.
unconscious life and there's conscious life.
No, but
Zones are the only
even,
conscious
even
life.
without being unconscious, a fire is still gonna keep burning, right? Like that will doesn't go away. The soul of fire doesn't go away.
Like for
The
example,
wills are
like
still gonna clash inside your body when you eat a metamenomi and then you a chopper's human. Like those two
if-
wills are still gonna clash. And then
the
you
whole
implode.
point is like whenever a zone fruit awakens, it is said to take over the user's mind, but that can't be said for like a paramecia, and we've never even seen a. But a paramecia doesn't take over the mind.
Yeah,
The
because
zone-
it's not a conscious will, so it can't take
Yeah,
over.
that's what
No,
we
me and
should
Sid are
say.
saying the same thing.
It's
The only
not.
difference is that there's
Yeah,
a
let's say the
conscious
same
will and there's
thing.
unconscious will. That's it.
Yeah, and
No, I'm
But
just
that's,
stopping
but
it
you know,
before it
but
gets
the reason
to
why I don't like saying will, by the way,
okay.
is that I don't like saying will. I don't like saying this term because it's confusing. Because if you
yeah, it
think
is
about it,
confusing.
and yeah, I tell you, it's more like
That's
an
that's
instinct
what I'm
rather than
saying.
a will.
Yeah, exactly. So a fire has the instinct to keep burning, right?
Yeah.
That's what I mean as well. Anyway, what were you talking?
Let's continue with the chapter. We've gone way off
Let's
topic.
continue with the chapter.
All right, guys, we're yapping too much, guys. Sorry.
Guys,
We get
this
into
is
these
how we come up with
deep.
theories.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's continue. So basically, they clash. We've got Garp, the legend. We've got Roger. They clash. Roger, Garp, and Rocks, the three who would be spoken as legends in the Great Pirate era. But at this time, their blood burned with passion of youth. And then Ida, we're back in Albath. Ida's tavern, Albath. I saw Loki drowning after the ship capsized. He's always acting up
Wait,
so
Yusuf,
badly when you're not around. I honestly wondered whether I should help him or
wait,
not.
I think you missed the one entire panel on the left.
Oh shit, yeah, I did. Okay, sorry.
Something
So
happened.
yeah, no, I said that already. So earlier I was saying that the Gloriosa got heartache in it, and after the heartache, I think it kind of shut her down.
Oh,
And yeah,
okay.
but we know she joined Rock's crew, so she's not out of commission. But because
And
of
she's
this
still
heartache,
alive,
she's
right?
officially not the Empress no more, and Shaki
Okay.
is. Shaki became the Empress straight after she had a heartbreak. Freaking Roger, man, what do you? He's a player. He's breaking people's hearts and shit. All right. So then, yeah, we're back at Albath, and then Loki just wants to go out into the sea. He wants to be an adventure, but his dad is like, "Bro, this boy needs some beating, some discipline." The dad's back. He says, "Sorry, and thank you for saving him." Loki, pull yourself together, boy. What the hell? You shouldn't have even hesitated to help. How would you feel if Loki
There's
had
a
died?
big important thing here. Okay, after the ship capsized, Loki started drowning. Does this mean Loki already has a devil fruit?
Oh, that's a great freaking point. But it could be good. It doesn't have to shit. Doesn't have to
Why
swim.
does he know this? Come on, if you want to be a pirate.
Oda wouldn't put that in.
Yeah, you
I
just start
would-
swimming, no? Like why
No,
would he
no,
go
no,
out
reason-
to sea without learning to swim?
Because he's a silly boy, innit?
Okay.
But none of the reason,
Oda
I
wouldn't
don't
put
know
that.
because
detail in. I don't
That's a
think-
500-word yap on the script.
yeah, he probably imagine he had a fruit already. But I do believe that he didn't have a fruit because otherwise people wouldn't have said that he stole the fruit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
Okay, or he could have stolen it and sold it. But okay, let's continue. And this pirate seems very familiar.
Pirate.
The one that they're scolding. Anyways, he looks very familiar, like I've seen him before.
Oh.
Come on, Ida. Loki's the only one who selfishly took the ship and sailed off. So what? If he can just stand by and let a kid die, I'd drag him under and drown him myself 100 times over. I didn't ask anyone to save me. Damn it, that's a piss poor attitude I was talking about. Look at the troll. You lost your mom, and your dad's always quite busy. I bet you must get pretty lonely, right, Loki? Shut up, you old hag. Wouldn't it be better to stay with us? No way. Look, she's such an OG, man. You gotta respect her. She has hydrogen and she's willing to take another son.
She's just a nice person.
Yeah, it's just Alberto's right. His wife is better. Right. All right. I was just saying somebody else. Okay, look. Yeah, I'm on to you, Ida. Is it Ida or Ida?
I kept calling her Ida.
Okay, let's say Ida. I'm onto you, Ida. You're just acting all motherly, so we'll let you move into the castle. Aren't you just a gold digger?
Oh shit.
Yo,
My
yo,
guy,
that's
guy,
crazy,
bro,
chat.
this guy, he's so hurt, man. He's so hurt by his own mom. He can't
My
stand being
God.
shown love. You get it? It breaks his
His mom
heart.
also was like that, no? Like she was like a little gold digger.
Yeah, his mom was the gold digger. You're right.
Yeah.
No,
What you said is
his mom was
unacceptable.
like nobility and shit. How was she go?
I
I
mean,
love the way
like
she reacts, though.
gold digger in the sense of like the king,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I want this moved here, that here, all that shit. But yeah, continue.
Look at Hyden. Screw you, Loki. And then his dad's like, "What you said is unacceptable. Apologize right this instant. Don't you care how Ida feels? Oh, you kids are just cute. You're being so sweet on him. I hate how he says mean things to you, stupid Loki. Who's this girl? Mato.
Random.
Mato, are you crying for me? It's the world is full of kind and beautiful people. Who's Mato? Anyways, I'm sick of this goddamn country. Every single one of you is weak and dirty. I'm going to be free like rocks. He's like Luffy, literally Luffy, but obviously he feels trapped
I
and
think the girl
unloved.
is there to show that the people of Elbaf, the next generation of
Loves them.
Elbaf, have accepted Ida, even though because remember when she first moved to Elbaf, the reason she had to move down to the underworld was because she kind of wasn't really accepted at first
Yeah,
by the
She's a
that's
whole.
foreigner,
because
innit?
So
They have
this
a
is
no,
a,
no, it's not. No, no, no. It's not because of foreigner.
no. She also wanted the
Because
relations with the outside people, but like people didn't. The people of Elbaf didn't even accept her to let Harold
no,
marry
it's
her
because
legitimately.
yeah, that was there, but it's also because Hyruddin was low. They hated Luffy during that time because they considered him to be the curse of Elbaf. That's why they
Oh,
shunned Ada,
Ada moved
and then she moved.
before that.
No,
All
then
that
she
stuff
moved
started
to the
happening.
underworld. After she got shunned by this, she moved to the underworld. It's there in the previous.
But
And
anyways,
another thing to state here is like this is literally like parallel with Luffy. Luffy could have turned out like this if not like Dan, like even Sabo,
oh, like
because he
Luffy
had
would
no
have
one,
turned out.
right?
Yeah, Luffy would have turned out like this. And who are we blaming? Are you trying to blame Monkey Deadbeat Dragon here?
Yes, I always blame him.
Bro, Dragon would have never abandoned Luffy if he didn't know that Garp and Dadan they would have taken care of Luffy. That's why he kept going to East Blue to check up on his boy. He's not a deadbeat. He's a deadbeat, but he's not
He's
like
just a deadbeat, but
deadbeat.
not a deadbeat.
Exactly. So you get it.
I got baby things now, so I have to end the stream quickly. Let me quickly. Oh, it's okay.
Yeah,
All right, let's do the chapter quickly, and then I have to go out in a bit.
I
Okay. All right, let's bang this out. Bang this. It's okay, boo boo.
did you want to read it?
Oh
Let,
yeah.
you.
Okay,
I
go read
hate
it.
I hate how he says such mean things to you, stupid Loki. Mato, are you crying for me? The world is full of kind and beautiful people. I'm sick of this goddamn country. Every single one of you is weak and dirty. I'm going to be free like rocks, bro. His dad is right there. He said, I'm gonna be like your biggest op." From then on, each time Rox visited to try and recruit Harold, Loki would attempt to join Rox's crew, but he would ultimately never get his way. Aren't you happy? I'm going to follow him out to sea, cause I hate all you all right back. Damn. Several months after the Rox crew's takeover of Pirate Island, now we have moved to like 44 years ago, 45 years ago, where they all where the hell did you come from? I'm here to join the Rock
45 years
Fire.
ago.
Yo, this dude Loki showed up
Oh,
into
Wait, what?
Hachinose.
Loki's there?
Yeah, look, I'm here to join the oh wait, not Loki. This is
No, it's not
wait,
Loki, bro.
it's Kaido. Kaido shown up.
Also, I know
Maybe
exactly
in
when
your
this happened.
dreams, but it ain't gonna
This happened
happen.
right before,
You won't
a
even
couple of
lays
years
eyes
before
on him.
the what's it called again? Maybe 40 years ago, then 42 years ago, because God Valley happened 38 years ago.
Yeah, no, this is 44 years ago.
also
That's when Kaido joined
the
them.
eyes on Hachinosu are not there.
Oh yeah, they're
Was that
not
the thing?
there. Hey, you seen this shit? There are no eyes in Hachinose. Is
Oh
that what the
shit!
Celestial Dragon stole? They stole
Oh,
the
it looks. Nah, that means the skull happened afterwards. Like it was a revenge of rocks.
Oh, do you think a fight made the dome thing have eyes, the holes?
But
Could
what
happen
fight
after
took
his
place
death.
here?
It could have happened after his death, and those two little holes became little hiding spots.
Yeah.
The rocks pirates are the ocean's all stars of evil. See that fish shaped boulder over there? That's where they've set to be holed up. Oh, so this was fish shaped. Okay. If you're dead set on meeting them,
Oh yeah.
head that way. But but the deeper into the island you go, the madder the bastards get. Good luck with that dead wish. Gah, gah, gah. Take that. And this dude said, take that. That'll teach you. What? You're kill the wicked future silver axe. Oh my god, that's an
Oh.
aura
Hey,
farming.
hey, this is guy. I know this guy. This he made a one shot about this guy.
Yeah.
Oh no,
Is
no,
it?
that's not the same guy.
No,
You
this
know
is
the
not
guy.
Douglas Bullet. This is not Douglas
It's not
Bullet.
Douglas Bullet. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
he just
I
looks
thought it was
similar.
Douglas for a
This
second.
silver, yeah,
Douglas
silver
Bullet
axe.
is supposed to be in Roger's crew, right?
Yeah,
Not
yeah,
Rock.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Kill the
And he gets
hitman.
known
Oh,
for
What
like,
Douglas
Shiki's?
was Roger
This is
or what?
Shiki's rival. This is Shiki's rival, bro. Look what they said.
Oh, Silver Axe. Yeah.
Yeah. The strong gathered
Okay.
around rocks, and their presence attracted even stronger recruits. Stay back, he'll kill you. What the?
Oh, this is when they make the hole.
Oh,
Look, Rock
the eyes,
makes it here.
oh shit.
He
What
makes
a
Rock's done
view.
it.
Oh.
Blasting a couple of holes in the place was the right call after all. Ain't that? Because they just took over the island like recently.
Oh my God! Look what
Look
he
at the
said. Look
scenery.
at Rock. What did Rock say? Hey, look. Look what did
Yo.
Rock say?
As I
Said.
was saying, there's two devil fruits I'm after. One of them's
So he
most
can.
likely on Elbath. So he didn't have a devil fruit at this point, right? So
Nah.
is that what that means?
But does this mean he can have two? He can eat the two devil fruits too. So he wants the yummy
No.
yummy no me. So he can have. Bro.
You think having the Yami Yami no Mi caused him to be able to eat
have two
multiple
devil
devil
fruits?
fruits?
Maybe.
Because the Yami Yami no Mi can suppress the will to of the other devil fruit
And then it
in
won't
their
crash your body
body.
out.
Yeah, in
Yeah,
your
yeah.
body, so it won't crash your body out.
I genuinely believe the yummy yummy no me allows someone to steal two devil fruits from another person, but it could be
Yeah.
like the person also is allowed to have two devil fruits too because of the
It'll
yummy
only
But
yummy
he
no me.
show
says
its
it'll only
true
show its
power
true power if
if
Harold.
Harold eats it. Oh, that is interesting. So there's a lineage factor to it, Yusuf.
Yeah.
Oh, so this happens
It-
in Hachin also.
Only
Okay,
a
I thought this
giant needs to
happened in
eat
Neva.
it, like Loki. I think Loki ate that legendary fruit. This is evidence that Loki ate the soul fruit. All right. Well, need those Galira folks too. So the Galira are important too. I think he wants to revive or like bring Joy Boy's dream into fruition. Because remember, each emperor has a good dream. Like Big Mom, her whole dream was to bring every race of the world and
You
give
think
them
he's
give them
But
a
I think he wants
place to live
Pluton.
in.
No, I think the galley. No. This is my idea. They need
Yeah.
the weapons, ancient weapons, and they need Pluton.
Okay.
So the
Okay.
so
galley,
do you
the
think
galley
he's
raw.
seen the One Piece before Roger? Like, did
No,
Rocks
no. He
go over
hasn't
the
seen the One
timeline?
Piece. He hasn't seen.
So how does he know about the like
I think you
history and
might.
stuff?
Let me give the child away now. Hold on. Okay. Yeah, bye.
I think Rox knows about all this because I think he has a very
From
messed up
Marisha.
backstory.
Yeah,
I think
possibly.
he has pieced together the world history through
Remember when I
his
was saying
lineage.
like Lyndon, why is she in Elbaf? I thought that
You mean
happened in
Linden?
Elbaf.
Well, no. So
Yeah,
this is
she's
not
not in
Alba. This
Elbaf.
is right.
Yeah, just
So right now,
Yeah.
this
Hachinosu.
is in Fuller Ledge.
Hachinosu,
But just
yeah.
to add to
Fuller
this, just to add to this, you need the Galera folks. Yeah, I genuinely believe Rox had a big brain plan that he wanted to gather the freaking ancient weapons, and
Yep.
he knew the ancient. He knew the Pluton, the schematics was with the Galila. Because remember, this is the timeline. The Galila must have had the schematics to the Pluton. They were probably the ones, the descendants of the ones who made the Pluton, and they grit the schematics down on paper and obviously on the poneglyph at the same time.
Yep.
Now, this same people, the Galila, they met Tom. Tom, the fish, obviously the fish men, Tom. And they passed Tom the schematics. And Tom obviously passed it down to Frankie and Iceberg.
And I feel
who
they'll also
also-
be required
yeah.
to rebuild.
Sorry, you cut out. Hello?
I feel
say
like
that
they'll
again,
also
sir?
be required to bring the Noah back. Its original.
The Galileo, yeah, maybe, yeah. I think they could do it. But I think, generally speaking, yeah, Tom and his brother were being trained. They were trained in school, and then when the Galileo met Tom and his brother, they started respecting them too, and they gained so much respect that they decided, oh, wait, we're being chased after by the government, and if the
Yep.
government finds us, yeah,
That's
they're
what
gonna
I said
steal
in the
the
last
fruits from.
chapter review.
Yeah, basically, and I said
Yep.
in the Rocks video too, 2 weeks ago, I explained
Yeah,
this
yeah.
whole theory. Yeah, how then they passed it on to Tom, and then Tom was keeping it safe, because he had respect for the Galileo, and he knew they got
Yeah.
freaking persecuted and they were taken in by the Marines, and
The
they went
giants
in
are
jail.
already
Was
frozen.
down.
Look at what Big Mom said. I'm using all my contacts to try and track them down, but there's nothing about a army of frozen giants. Future Big
So
Mom.
they know they're frozen already, and we
Yeah.
know they were obviously in Punk Hazard at this point of time.
Yep.
Anyways,
Even if you find them, what good are a bunch of corpses now? Exactly. There's no way to bring them back.
Hey, this is the
Shut it.
chef, right? Linlin chef.
Oh
I think
yeah. Strusen. That's
Yeah.
Linlin's handler, the chef dude. Shut
it's the
it.
same
We're
thing as well.
talking about dreams. Don't be a downer. And he's like, he's telling Bobby, shut the fuck about, bro. Even
Because remember he met Linda when she was a little kid, innit? So
Yeah,
I guess
yeah.
they're like very close.
even if they did come back to life, they'd have no reason to listen to you. That's why we need Harold. He's the current king of Elbaf. Catfish
Balvin.
fishman. Future king king of the beasts. That's why we need
Kinda.
Harold. He's the current king. Can't we just use our strength to force them to obey? Look, Kaido's already having that mindset that they just need to use their strength. We can do the same thing to that Harold guy too. Never say that again, you brat. Calm down.
Oh,
Yo, Rock just slapped up Kaido.
He's like, what are you
Calm
smoking, bro?
down,
I'm a
Rock.
big boss thing.
Why you, Kaido? You stop. We just got this island. Do you two want to turn it into a ruin already? A group like this is bound to implode sooner or later, but this isn't the time. Hey, look, that's Shiki saying that. Right?
Yeah, and that's John, Captain John, isn't
Oh,
it?
Captain John. Right. That's no. That's what Shiki saying that. And then
Yeah,
Captain John said,
says
Oh,
right.
he's okay, yeah.
Let's hold off on that till we cash in a little more, because he's into treasure, right? Get it?
Yeah.
You horn-headed rookie. Harold's my good pal. I'll crush you if you say that crap again, Kaido. Because
Oh,
they're
so he
buddies.
liked Herald. Okay,
Yeah,
yeah, that's
yeah.
why I thought, like, why is it guy?
Bro, that's a
Uh,
thumbnail. That's the thumbnail for the Rocks video. The Rocks Pirates
He's
video.
that Roxy ain't a bad guy because he has respect.
Yeah,
He
he
has.
has respect.
Yeah. Listen up,
Good
you
guy.
lot. Elbaf is the key to bringing down the Holy Land. If any of you don't buy that, then get lost. It's your choice if you want to stand with me on the Day of Destiny. Bro, he spoke about the Day of Destiny.
The Day of Destiny,
Dude, he
bro.
knows what happened 800 years ago. You can't be making these claims. You can't be trying to go after the two legendary fruits and Pluton, the ancient weapons, and talk about the Day of Destiny without knowing the
100%,
entire history of the
100%.
world. Rox knows.
100%.
But if you've got the guts, follow me. I'll take you to the
Take you to
World
the
Summit.
So did
Hey,
he tell? Did he
yo.
tell the
Hey,
same
just
thing to his crew? Like, does his crew also know?
I
Or
don't
they're
think
just
his
joining
crew
for
knows
mutual interest?
the entire picture. I think Rox is the
Hey,
only one who
by the way,
knows.
I do think he has a Delphi at this point. I want to add to that. I genuinely believe he has a Delphi at this point because his rocks amber, his Jolly Roger, that has that. You remember I said he has a
Yeah.
spirit fruit, and earlier he said these are the two fruits I want. I think he can have 3 fruits at this point.
Do you think he has the Yami
The Paisy
Yami
fruit?
already?
I
Or
think-
the
I
I
think he
think
has
this
the
is what I
Paisy.
think. You guys want to hear it? I
And then
think
Blackbeard has the
Well,
same
now
fruit because
Blackbeard-
they used his lineage
Yeah.
factor because they used his lineage factor just like how what's her name, the Seraphim, like Boa Hancock Seraphim can use Merametonomi powers too, right?
No, that's because of the
Yeah,
green blood. They explain
that's
it
because
like
of the green liquid, not because of the
okay.
things.
Sorry,
Yeah,
sorry.
but leaving that aside, I think honestly speaking, whatever fruit he has, he must have a fruit, and let's call it the devil fruit, 0.2, because it's similar to Emus, right? And that allows him to have 2 more fruits. It's possible, right? It could give him the ability to have 2 more fruits. That's why he's seeking 2 more fruits.
Yep.
The second,
No, but he
second theory
wants
is
one
that
of them to be eaten by.
Yeah,
Ha-
one of them
Harold.
needs to be eaten by Harold. The one from Elbaf, it's not gonna work
Yeah.
if Harold doesn't eat it.
Did he say
Like he
that?
wants Harold to eat
Yeah,
it.
he
Yeah,
said
yeah,
that
yeah. And
Harold needs to
that's
eat
why
it
Kaido is
at
like,
the
why
end.
can't we just force Harold to do our
Yeah,
bidding
look,
and eat
one
it?
of
Yeah.
them's most likely on Elbaf. It'll only show its true power if Harold eats it. So it needs to be eaten by like
Oh yeah,
a
yeah,
giant with
yeah. So
ancient
giant has
blood.
to eat it. A giant has to
A
eat it.
giant with
And then
ancient blood, remember.
okay, so they're talking about obviously they're talking about the Loki and Loki's fruit because Loki ate
Yeah.
the fruit, right? We know.
Yep,
So the
yep.
power. Okay, yeah. So it goes back to my original theory that Blackbeard has to be modified. If that is gonna
Do
happen at
you
all,
think because
Blackbeard's
he
body is
hasn't seen the One
modified.
Piece, right? Because Rock says this thing, one of them's most likely on Elbaf, and Harold needs to eat it. I think so. Last video, I explained how, like, just like how Shirahoshi was a special child born to the fishmen, Loki was a special child born to the giants, like 3x times before Shirahoshi was born, and he is the driver of Pluton, right? And both of them are
Yeah, yeah.
born for the time of Joy Boy's return. But the Rocks right now, he hasn't gone to the final island. He doesn't know what's written by Joy Boy. And you know how Roger said we are way too early, and then they just
Yeah.
gave up on like saving the world. We're way too early. All the pieces haven't even been born yet, or like haven't even like grown up. I think Rocks knows that a giant needs to eat that fruit. Shirahoshi, the ancient woman, needs to be born. A mermaid needs to be born. He knows the pieces, but he doesn't know that Harold isn't the key. Harold's son is the key.
The
Like even
key,
if
yeah.
Harold eats
Yeah,
that fruit,
100%.
it's not gonna
I
come
He
feel
has a
like
clear.
glimpse of.
I have a feeling that
He doesn't have the
Rocks
full
could be
picture.
a resident of the final island. You know, like I have a feeling like his past is going to reveal something about the final.
Oh, you're saying that he's from Lodestar?
Yeah, like it could be that he is a resident of that final island. That's why he knows so much about like the One Piece. Like
I think
what Sid said, let's
Davy
assume.
Jones left a lot of like books, and he knows a lot of
I
stuff in
think
the
I
past.
think Davy Jones was a counterpart to Joy Boy back in the day.
I
Probably.
think he
Similar,
inspired
like a
Davy
I
Jones,
I
and
can
he
look
learned a
at that.
lot
I
from
can
Davy
look at
Jones.
that.
yeah.
Mhm.
You
It's
know,
like how
I'm gonna
Luffy
take the
and
World Summit.
Blackbeard is a counterpart to each, like two sides of the same. I feel it is the same with Davy, uh, Joy Boy, and Emu is like a third.
Yeah.
Because saying that he's a Davy Jonesian pirate is a very weird thing.
No, that was a translation. There was a correction
What is
on
the
the
official?
translation. Wait, I haven't seen the official, but there was a whole breakdown someone did. I saw on Twitter explaining that it just meant that he's into like
Believes
he
in Davy
believes in Davy Jones basically.
Honestly speaking, though, I genuinely believe that Davy Jones was a person who had a lot of lore. Like the Bing
a
Sake.
worship
There's
of
a
Davy
crew.
Jones.
It could be like all that era, the Bing Sake era,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's like
And Davy Jones from that.
a Bing Sake type thing.
And he
Probably
knows stuff like what
Binks
Sid made a good
was a
point.
part of Davy Jones's crew.
Yeah, look, he says
Maybe
Yeah,
Davy
someone
but
Jones.
infiltrated the chamber. Wait, where's the Davy Jonesian
no,
thing?
I think you're
Yeah,
on something, Sid. But
he
I
says the
genuinely believe
man
that Rock.
described himself as a worshipper of Davy Jones.
Yeah, worshipper of
So
deceit.
Rocks basically had bits and pieces of the past, right? Unlike Roger, who had the full picture, he had bit of the picture, and he wanted to take down the world government because he felt like it was prophesized. Maybe he felt like he would be the person to take them down, and that he would bring them down, and that was his destiny, right? The day that will come. But everything had to fit into order, fit into pieces, fit into order, and that's why he gathered all the strong men. But look, is that Apu? I swear that Rang Shi looks like the guy who thing looks like Apu a little bit. I realized that now. But my point I'm trying to say is this: my guy, honestly speaking, he wasn't a bad guy. Rox was a good guy.
Yep.
He was
I
a
don't think he was a good guy. I think like see at the end of the day, right? They are pirates, good guys. But I think
no, he
he's
was a
not
good
as
guy. I tell
bad
you why
as
he was a good guy. When he started off his piracy,
he
it was
stabbed
clearly
Loki.
it was clearly written before he was a pirate. He was only going after the world government. He never went. He wasn't like most pirates. He wasn't even a pirate until recently.
Yeah, every
So
single
first he
exploit
started.
he did that we learned last
Yeah.
chapter was like he took down navy ships to get his
Yeah.
funding going.
I don't see
He's
any
more
way
in
of
line with
how Oda's
Dragon. He's
gonna
more in line with Dragon than like being a
then
bad guy.
yeah,
If
I
if
100%.
you're
agree.
calling Rox a bad guy, you have to call Dragon a bad guy.
Yep. And also another reason why I don't think he's a bad guy. When he met Harold, he literally told Harold, "Look, these guys is gonna treat like shit." He sympathized with a
Mm.
giant before even knowing him,
Yeah,
and then
I
he's his
I
giant
think
friend.
and he's even calling him his friend. Like I agree that yeah, he's not a bad guy, but I don't think he's a good guy. Like there's no way you're gonna tell me like yeah, he's a good guy. Yeah, he stabbed Loki like when he was a kid. There's no
That's
way.
not wrong though. You're missing the point. Look,
Y'all
You're
told me
missing
that
the
it
point
was
of the
like
whole
to
interaction.
but you don't. When you keep saying stab Loki, you're not understanding what that meant though. You're thinking he did that as a
Yeah, I
bad
know
thing, but it wasn't a bad thing.
y'all explained it to me that time also that yeah, it's a way to show respect. I don't know. I don't see it. At least till
No, because
like
he didn't just show respect. He saw that Loki. He sees him on a level, but once he's able to like fight back and stab him back, have that ability, then he can have the place in his crew. But right now, Loki, yeah, is just gonna die in the like. If he wanted to kill him, he would have killed
oh
him.
yeah, like
But he
to die
respected
in the
Loki
real
so
world.
much.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
he
like
showed him.
Shanks also could have done that to Luke. You know what I'm saying? Like you could have died in the real world, or maybe even with
Yeah,
that
I
logic.
The
and,
Rock
and
isn't
it didn't put up
Shanks.
Loki. Loki was okay with it. If Loki was okay with it, and later, even later, was respected him, even getting after getting stabbed. To him, he knew Rox was not like angry at him. He wasn't pissed off at him. He didn't see him as a person that he needs to get rid of. I don't think that was it was a negative thing. I think that's just a way to show respect.
Telling me just stabbed him for this.
All right.
No, I don't
I
think
think
he's
that was a
mistake.
good stream. We're almost
Yeah.
hitting the 2-hour mark again.
Yeah, but just
All right. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. We're gonna end the stream right there.
wait. I have to do my pull. I have to pull
Oh
these
yeah, you
cards,
need to do your
guys.
cards. You need to do
Let
your
me do it
cards. All
quickly
right,
this
he's
time
doing
around.
his cards.
Every stream, every One Piece stream, anyways. I'm gonna be pulling One Piece packs. Obviously these are Japanese and they're not the English version, so just for collectors. Let's see. I'm trying to. The chase is Rayleigh. You see this card? You see this image? That's my chase, but to get that is probably very, very unlikely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sorry, I'm back.
Okay,
So
well,
let's
when
see
are
what
you
we get
buying me
instead.
my cards, bro? When are you buying me my?
I'll get you those American ones, bro. Make an asset. Maybe you'll pull something and I can maybe put it into the vault.
Wait, can I
Alright.
invoice that? I'm gonna invoice that.
Yeah, but I
I'll
said
buy
yeah, the
all
cards will be
packs.
the cards will have to stay in as assets.
As an
One day.
asset for ABD. Okay.
Yeah. All right, guys. So look, the first card we got, I think, is Mount Blanc. His great grandkid. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. What's the second pull? Hey, we got Mink. You guys remember his name? Bro, I love someone's game. Hey, his Big Mom's kid. That's why we just call him.
Cracker. Right?
Is a cracker now. I don't. Can I remember these guys' name? But like I said, just the pull up. All right, the next one. Oh, okay. Got in Arashi. Well, we're getting bare minks this time round. I can't lie. All right. Oh, hey, what's this? Bro, I got a good pull. I actually got a sick pull.
Who's that?
Guess what I got? I got King.
Hey, yo, that's a sick card.
That's a sick pull. I legitimately got a
Yeah.
King. And then I got Zunisha. Oh shit.
Yo,
Okay. I don't
and
mind my
it's
pulls. I don't mind
shiny.
them.
It's shiny, bro.
Yeah, I got decent pulls, guys. All right, that's it for today. I'm happy with these cards, especially King and my Zunisha pull. Make sure to stream. Jump on our stream next week.
Yeah,
Are we
yeah.
going to be chapter next week? We don't got a chapter next week, actually.
Yeah, I think there's a break next week.
All right, fair due. But we got a sick video coming out about hockey, and tomorrow chapter review.
Yep.
So yeah,
Thank
man.
you for watching.
All right, cool.
Bye bye.